Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Can't hear you, John. I can hear you.
Perfect, perfect. I'm just making sure that the stream can hear us. That's the only thing. Lols.
Testing. Testing. Okay. Okay, something's coming up now. Hopefully that works. Hello, can you guys actually hear me now?
Yes, can you, yes. Can you mute yourself, Walter?
Oh my god.
Okay, so now I'm testing just to see if you guys can hear me.
Yep, I can hear you, yep.
All right, and muting.
This stream is rated VD. Very delicious. It contains copious amounts of cooking that will make you want to put Asia in your mouth and is not suitable for anyone who doesn't like food. A snack or a meal, along with taking notes, is strongly recommended. Previously on The Tea House.
Did that work?
Level 4.
Oh, you heard me.
I'm not
Okay,
embarrassed
great.
about this, okay?
Sorry, I don't know what's
Stop
going
with my sausages. Okay.
There's no way for me to tell. Okay, thanks, Kunara.
Okay. We don't
I
write
have no
for
idea what I'm doing.
Just, okay,
Walter, can you please
I still didn't know if I figured out this Google Doc thing, if this is working where I can update my Google Doc
machine shame anyone for
as
using a
I'm
rice cooker?
going along.
Stop! In the name of love. Yes, I know it's a bunch of bananas, okay? I just go with it, okay? Just go with it. There it is. Oh God. Did I just say
Smack. It's a little smack.
Let's see if I can. I know. One. Ah.
Come on, baby.
Look at that.
Oh yeah.
So, down the hatch.
And now, welcome to the.
All right. Oh, wait, nope, that's not the right window. Of course not. Of course. Lulz. You probably think that I just forgot that we were not on the same window here. So, I hope y'all can hear me. Again, good to see you. Welcome in. If you've been before, welcome back. Hold on, let me just make sure that I am also. Again, Guy Fong, if you're just hearing that I am a little bit faint, please, of course, let me know. I mean, I think it should be good. Good to see you. Welcome in, everyone. So if you've been before, welcome back. If you've never been before, welcome in. My name is John Leung. Yes, we are, and yes, I usually do some Asia in Your Mouth, which is Asian and World Cooking. But tonight, I am actually being joined by 5 of my amazing friends. Well, 4 of my other amazing friends who are also food and drink streamers. So y'all haven't actually. So first things first, if you have never met them before, again, or if you've never seen any of their streams, make sure, of course, you give them a follow. We, of course, have Hippie, Dana, Walter, and Jane as well too here. So Jane, I think Jane's just trying to work on her camera right now here, but she should be with us very shortly. But again, Guy Fong, again, so today I just want to give you a quick rundown as to what we're going to be up to, what we're kind of going to be up to this afternoon here. So today, as for those of you who know, I mean, we have been. So I have personally been doing the $20 food challenge alongside with other food and drink streamers. So, and then we've been so I know March, April is usually not the again. I mean, honestly, with way things are right now, things are not. I mean, things are getting more expensive, and I think that's something that we can all agree on. But it is wait, you can't hear anyone else right now. So, so actually, can everyone hear me? By the way, I'm hoping I'm not screaming into a void. By the way, so just let me know.
I can hear you.
Okay, perfect. So you can hear me. So. So at least I'm hoping that everyone else can hear me as well too. So, okay, I'm glad. Okay, I just want to make sure as well too because I mean Dana, I mean you and I both know, right? I mean you and I and Hippie and everyone knows that. I mean, how embarrassing it is to literally spend half a stream completely talking to yourself as well too, right? So.
Tech issues happen, John.
I know,
Tech
right?
issues happen.
And as someone who doesn't do a lot of collabs, so this is a bit of a new thing for me as well too. So, but more importantly though, Guy Fong, if you're just coming in, I do want to say hi to everyone as well too. So, so Hippie, Walter, if you can, you would like to unmute yourselves again, feel free to do so. And Jane, I think we're just waiting for Jane right now here. So. And then once Jane's up, we should be we'll probably get started in about 5 to 10 minutes here. So we're gonna get a little bit of a get our bearings, and then we're gonna get all of our tech issues hammered out, and then we can actually ready to go as well too here. So, but yes, Kanara, you're not incorrect. Yes, tech is a 4-letter word for all of us.
So John, I wanted to tell you I actually dressed specifically for you today, because
Oh, for the love of BNG!
Just,
oh, for the love
I don't
of
know
BNG!
if you can. I don't know if you can read underneath it, but it says because at least one person you know hates this word.
Really, Dana?
So just
really, Dana?
Just for you,
really,
all
Dana?
stream long, you get to look at it.
We're really gonna go there. We're really gonna go there. Okay. Well, I guess someone is gonna potentially have. Oops, the mic dropped out, but I don't
Oh.
know about that. Ooh. But I don't know how to feel about that. So, but anyway, so again we've got Dana. So again, Dana. So since I have you right now, you're the first one unmuted. For those of you who don't know,
now.
can you just introduce yourself for the people who might not be familiar with you?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, John. I'm
No worries.
really happy to be here. Thank you so much for putting this together for all of us. I really do appreciate it. I'm a home cook up in North Texas. I do a lot of Mexican, Tex-Mex food, some Midwest food because I grew up in the Midwest. But I love to try to make cuisines from all over the world. So I hang out with other people so they can teach me things, like John. And yeah, so that's a little bit about me over
Okay.
here.
Perfect. Oh, hold on. I'm just grabbing. I've been kind of just so obsessed with the tech. I completely forgotten about getting my own kitchen prepped as well too here. So now that we have for those of you if you haven't met Dana yet, there you go. Hippie or Walter, or Jane, if either one of you wants to unmute yourselves and introduce yourselves, feel free to do so. So don't go.
Hey, John.
Oh, there you go. So is that you, Walter? Oh no, that's
Um,
Hippie. Sorry, I
That's
mixed it up with
hippie.
Hippie. So
Trouble's here.
all right, so yeah, so Hippie, go ahead. I mean, if you want to. So Hippie, again, Hippie is another one of my favorite streamers, also a food and drink streamer. Hippie, tell us a little bit about yourself, by the way, so if you can.
A little bit about myself. Oh, gee. I was born in. No, I'm not going to go there. Uh,
I thought you were...
food and drink streamer for about 3 years. And do a lot of foods around what my mom does and what my grandparents did. A lot of the recipes I inherited, plus a lot of things from today. But we would take out the corn, the onions, and anything like that due to dietary restrictions. So we end up making a lot of things from scratch. So when we do our streams, we do things like kimchi, we'll do sauerkraut. Today, for the challenge, John, I resorted back to some of the good old Irish solutions to stretching food, and that is the potato. You caught me just preparing that. And basically, we're going to be making a cottage pie, which is similar to a shepherd's pie, but with all beef.
Yes.
And we're going to be making a created dish, but I like the look of it, and it is Irish egg rolls, which has the corned beef in it, and it has potatoes, cabbage, and carrots, all in an egg roll, which will be fried.
Wow.
All that came in, what was it, 1850, when all the ingredients were considered.
Yep.
And I got a spreadsheet and everything here to prove it. So that's a little bit about me and a little bit about what I'm doing today.
Awesome. So, all right. So I was again for the Guy Fong. For those of you who are interested, Hippie was born in a crossfire hurricane. He was not born in the Wagon Wheel Traveling Show. His mama did not dance for the money they threw. Did his grandpa still? Did his grandpa did whatever he could? Preach a little gospel, spread a few bottles of Dr. Good. We'll just have to let Hippie determine that as well too. So I'm sorry, okay? I literally that was a joke that doesn't need to be walked into, okay, Hippie? I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry. It just needed to be happen, and I'm not sorry about it. No. Anyway, Walter, since we have you now, Walter,
right, I will mute this.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, by the way. So another one of my favorite food and drink streamers. Walter is in the Walter's here. So Walter, you may want to unmute yourself, buddy boy.
Hi, can you actually hear me now?
We can totally hear you. So tell us a little bit about
Did
yourself,
that work?
by the way. Yes, we can hear you. So tell us a little bit about
Awesome.
yourself.
Okay. Hello. Sorry, I'm still trying to figure that thing out. This is my first time doing any kind of collab stream. Hello. I'm Walter Mellon. I'm I guess amateur. I'm not a professional cook or anything, but I'm a food and drink streamer, just like everyone, all the lovely people here today. But I don't know what I should say about myself, but I guess I'm LA based. And I do bake a lot, and it's just more out of the fact that I usually like to take what I make and bring it to work, and baking is the easiest thing to bring. So you'll find that I have a tendency to bake a ton, But other than that, just really excited to try this challenge and do first time collabing with anyone
Seriously,
like this in
it's
this fashion.
you
Still
never
trying to work
forget.
out the kinks and stuff like that. But
Exactly.
hello.
You never forget your first. I'm glad that we're here to help you pop your collab cherry.
Yeah.
I mean, hey. For those of you watching, seriously, these
At
jokes.
least this way. I mean, I've had in-person collabs.
But yeah, the like tech ones they use, they're definitely a little bit more uncommon.
Oh, I was gonna say, I've had
sorry, what? Okay, so you can do that as well too, Henry.
I was just gonna say that I've definitely done in-person collabs before.
Oh, okay. Either way though, it's. Now that you've done stream together, I'm sure Dan Clancy's going to be very happy as well too, right? So we're making the big CEO happy today as well too, right? So anyway, hashtag someone clip that so that they can send that to Dan Clancy as well too, right?
Yeah.
Are you happy now? Are you happy that we're now food and drinks now using stream together now? Are you happy now? Anyway. So also we finally also have Jane Henry in the chat as well too. So Jane, if you can hear us, tell us a little bit about yourself, by the way. Just a quick little preface. Jane is actually one of my, literally, she's like a sister from another father. Wonderful person, but I'm going to let her tell you about a little bit about herself. Jane, please tell us a little bit about yourself whenever you're ready.
Sure. So, hi, I'm Jane. This is my kitchen, and I make soul food from around the world. And for me, soul food is basically comfort food. And you guys are going to get a chance to see some of that today. I am. It's like a scene out of In Living Colors, The Haymans. If anybody remembers that skit, me got many job man. I am a Twitch streamer. I am a preacher. I'm a doing the pulpit supply thing, and I do a bunch of other stuff too. So yeah, this is how I roll. I am not, well, okay, I guess technically you could say I'm a professional chef, if by that definition you mean one who has run their own kitchen. This is a kitchen, and I run it. So it's been, there you go. See, Chef John says it, so it is so. So I'm just happy to be here and to hang out with everybody, and I can't wait to see what everybody's going to do. So yeah.
Awesome. Hey, thank you so much, everyone. So first things first, of course, I do want to say, again, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for agreeing to do this with us. Today, of course, Guy Fong, I believe most other streamers are also live as well, too. So if you do want to check out what they're doing, you can. So you can actually see what I'm doing, but I will be keeping everyone up on my screen as well, too. So you can see what's happening. But you can, if you want to get a closer look as to what Jane, Walter, Dana, or Hippie is doing, you can take a look at that as well too here. So I know I do remember that Hippie mentioned what they're making: cottage pie and Irish egg rolls. But did everyone else tell us what we're making today? By the way, so. I'll
I
go
did
last.
not.
Yes. What did you?
Yeah,
Are you making besides, of course, me completely uncomfortable with my with that horrendous M word? Not that we're talking about it anymore.
So because this month I'm doing all of my streams out of a cookbook called Mi Cocina that my chat voted on, which is by Rick Martinez. I had to pick something out of that book. So one of the things I found in there was fideo secco. Fideo in Spanish means noodle or pasta. So this is actually a pasta dish, and secco just means kind of dry. So it's not going to be like this really soupy kind of saucy type dish. So we're going to make that. We're going to be making some Sonola tortillas. So they're wheat tortillas to eat with it. And then I'll probably do a little zucchini. And I have enough in my budget to actually make Robbie and I margaritas. So I made sure that I had all of the rooms so that we could have, because what's Mexican food if you're not having a margarita with it?
For the record, Guy Fong, she actually didn't even ask us if we wanted margaritas. I mean, I don't know. I don't know about
I didn't
that.
have enough in the budget. I just
Clearly
only had
not.
enough for
Okay.
two. Only two.
And also, just quickly as well too. What is Fidua again? Because for those of you who
Fideo.
Fideo. What is that,
Yeah.
by the way? So
It just means pasta or noodles. So typically it would be vermicelli. I'm using angel hair today because that's pretty close to vermicelli.
Okay.
So that's what I'll be using today is my pasta.
Is it similar? Because I think I've actually heard of Fideo before, but I believe is it very similar to paella?
No, because paella is actually made with a rice that's very much like it's made with a bomba rice, which is very much it's like a risotto rice, but it's not. But it's a short grain rice that you want to cook over a long time to get it a little creamier. But no, so it's not like paella.
Okay, so it's not.
It's
gonna
got potatoes and vegetables and stuff in it. You can add meat to it. Ours won't have meat in it today.
Okay, so it's not going to be cooked. So because I was thinking the same thing as well too. Because I was thinking there was a place here in Calgary called Las Canales, which actually served Fideo. So, but they cooked it kind of like a paella, so like a noodle paella. So I'm like, wait, is that the same thing? So I'm like. But I just want to clarify that as well too here, right?
So maybe the cooking technique might be the same, but a paella is going to obviously use like a bomba rice, and whereas this is using pasta.
Okay, perfect. So thank you so much. So Walter, have you told us what we were making today? Walter, you're muted. Oh, did we just get a raid?
I know. Sorry, I don't have a good way to like switch the mute mic without having to walk up and like.
No worries.
Hi, can you guys hear me?
Yep, we can hear you. Absolutely, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So what I'm making is I decided to go with a Japanese. So I bought a mackerel because I figured mackerel is pretty inexpensive. So I'm just gonna make like a very traditional just like a Japanese breakfast spread almost. So like I'm gonna do like broiled mackerel. I'm gonna steam some rice. I'm gonna make a bunch of pickled vegetables and just kind of have a nice pretty spread. That's kind of that's my plan.
I'm excited for it.
But I have like perilla leaves that I'm gonna be doing. Yeah, so I'm doing perilla leaves. I'm gonna do miso soup, and I'm gonna be using the whole mackerel. So basically, what I'll do is I'll fillet it, kind of get the pieces out to broil, and then I'll take the fish head and all that stuff. I'm going to make a miso stock out of that, or dashi stock out of that, and then use that for my miso soup. And then, and then I'll have I'm going to have pickled perilla leaves, and then I'm going to do a little bit of tofu on the side, and pickled cucumbers, and just, a few other side dishes. Oh, and then burdock. I'm going to stir fry just a little bit of burdock to also have on the side. And so, just like a little cozy spread.
All for $20.
You're fancy, Walter.
I know,
That's very
right?
fancy.
Okay.
Kind of, yeah.
And people say I'm the fancy one, and of course, here Walter's
I'm trying.
right?
Yeah, I guess the way I'm trying to do it is like the only way I can make this under budget is by like considering the amount of portions that I'm using to make it. Otherwise, like if I wasn't sure like when I'm like if I'm buying soy sauce, do I consider
Mary's
the entire
Milk
cost of the
Monsters
soy
is coming
sauce
to
and like
put
the
Asia
miso? Do I
in
consider the entire
147
tub of
Guy
miso?
Fong's
So like
mouths.
because like those individual ingredients when you buy them like individually are really expensive, but then the amounts that you use are really little. So that's the way I'm justifying that I'm in budget.
That works. You know what? Hey, that works, right? I mean, at the end of the day,
That's how and so if you can see on my stream, I think you guys. I think
you should
it's
be able to see that as well.
there
Yeah, so-
on my stream. I have a little spreadsheet that I'll be working on as I'm going through, considering them. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. So you can see all the different amounts that
You'll
I'm
be able to
doing,
see it,
and
and
so
Walter
that's
will probably post
that's
it in
kind
the-
of how I'm trying to keep track of everything.
Awesome. Thank you. Wait, did I get a raid?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, definitely.
Holy crap.
So.
Okay, Guy Fong. Folks, if you're just coming in, welcome in. Mary, thank you so much for the raid. I'm so sorry. I'm just, I don't have my, I clearly don't have all my sound alerts working today, so that's why I probably did. Mary, thank you so much for the raid. Again, good to see you. Mary's Milk Monsters, folks, I believe she is a dairy farmer out of somewhere in the United States. Again, welcome in. Thank you for that. Sorry, I didn't want to cut off. I saw something was happening, but I didn't want to cut off Walter because he was describing his wonderful dish. Again, folks, if you're just coming in, welcome in. If you've been before, welcome back. My name is John Leung. Yes, and we're joined by Hippie Wayfarer, Dana's Kitchen, Walter Mellon, and Jane Henry. We're trying to make dishes that are less or $20 in our local currency or less. Everyone else is in the United States. I'm in Canada, so I'm using 20 Canadian dollars. Those wonderful folks will be using American dollars. So again, what we do is I hope you again, if you like what you see, smash that follow button, turn on notifications, hop into Discord, grab yourself a snack as well too, because you never know if you're our streams tend to make you hungry. But if you like what you see, yes. If you also can, and join me again. I'm usually on 3 times a week: Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. Sundays and Tuesdays with myself. Thursdays with my mom, also known as Auntie. But again, more details. But again, we just hope that you will continue to join us. Again, welcome in. Let me just check back on chat as well too here. Hold on, folks. So sorry, folks. Again, I just. Again, if I do miss a message or I miss a raid, again, please bear with us here. So again, thank you so much for that. Before I start getting cooking as well too here, I think we do also have Jane Henry. Jane, what are we making today here?
Okay, first of all, I'm really sorry, you guys. I have no idea what is going on with my camera. I can see me here and I can see me in OBS, but apparently you guys can't see me at all. So we'll make it work. Anyways, so I am making a recipe from Feed the Pudge, who is a second generation Vietnamese immigrant who is moving or who has, with his family, is now living in Seattle, Washington. And his goal is to make sure that, basic comfort food from Vietnam is being put out there so people know exactly what it is. And it's not just fancy stuff that you find in the restaurants. So I am making, and I'm probably going to bungle this pronunciation, Ka Ko To, which is clay pot braised fish. I don't have a clay pot, so I'm going to be using a Dutch oven. But you know how it goes. So that's what I'll be doing. So this is going to be awesome. I am looking forward to making this dish, especially now that I realize that I can find stuff like black cod in Costco, and I don't have to go to Whole Foods. Wow. Educational opportunity.
I know, right? Jane, I think we see you now. That's perfect. So, hey.
Yay.
So, folks, you have not met Jane Henry full up. There you go. The wonderful Jane Henry herself. So, folks, we have Vietnamese food. We have Japanese food. We have Mexican food. We have Irish.
Pervy6, welcome to the tea house.
British food, and then we're also going to be doing Chinese as well too. So I'm actually going to be making a pancake, which has actually been taught to me by my own grandmother. By the way, folks, I have a picture of my grandmother, by the way, that's with me. Oh, hold on, I'm going to make sure that I get the right screen here. So, still just working on some different cameras today here. So bear with me, Guy Fong. So this is a picture of me and of my grandma. So she's the one who actually taught me how to make Chaozhou style pancakes. So this is gonna have, so it's a very basic pancake with cornstarch, flour, and also some egg and Chinese chives, or you can use green onions because I actually have Chinese chives in my pantry tonight or in my fridge. So that's why we're burning it up. So it's gonna add it's surprisingly not as expensive as I thought it was going to be. So, and then we're going to be making some little bit of a kind of almost like a burrito of some sort here. I'm kind of just winging it as well too, because mostly as the host, I do want to make sure that I am accommodating and also showcasing all of my friends, not just myself as well too this evening. So that's why. So seriously, guys. So pretty much I'm kind of also winging it blindly. So don't mind me here, folks. But again, folks, if you just if you're just coming in, welcome in. We are all of us are probably. I think everyone's already started cooking now. I think, right? So if everyone's already started cooking, we can probably because I'm gonna start making my pancake batter and getting some chicken together. So I'm thinking I'm gonna fill mine with chicken. I'm not totally sure what it is gonna be right now yet, but I'll figure it out sooner rather than later here. So, but again, folks, if you do have any questions, we do also all of our mods are also in our chats. So if you do have any questions that you want to ask all of us, you are welcome to pop them in, or you can just maybe say nudge them if we don't get to it right away. Just make sure you let a mod know that that you've asked that question, so that they can probably get you closer as well too here. So, but again, folks, just curious. I think this is probably the biggest hot topic issue for a lot of people right now. I'm curious, how much are eggs in your area right now? By the way, I'm kind of curious.
I mean, I buy pasture-raised eggs, so mine are expensive.
Ooh,
Mine are like mine run about $7 or $8 for a dozen.
Wow. So you do 7 or 8. Do you get them from a chicken farmer directly, or do you get them I'm guessing you get them directly from a farmer, then, right? I think.
No, I don't. Actually, there's a brand here. I don't know if they have it up there. That's called Vital Farms, and so they use small farmers to get their eggs. And you can actually, the side of the package will give you like a little code, and you can read about the farm that they came from, and some of them even have videos, so you can watch little chickens running around in the pasture.
Cool. I don't believe we do have. I don't believe we do have a farm like that or a brand like that. The only one that I know is that kind of like that sources all their eggs here in Canada is called Burnbrae, but they're a national brand as well too, right? So but again, I'm not totally sure, but I do know they source it from all of their eggs from Canada. So that's literally the only thing I know. So you think I probably would know a little bit better, but I'm clearly not as well too here. So but again, Guy Fong, if you're for those of you in all of our chats too, the kind of the posing the question I have for everyone right now is how much are eggs in your area right now? So and anyone who's also in any of the people who are streaming right now can also feel free to weigh in as well too. So I think I probably shouldn't tell you how much eggs are in my area right now, because I think it might trigger a stampede of people coming north of the border to snatch up our eggs. So I don't know if I should do it, but I think the last time I saw eggs, sorry, go ahead, Walter.
I was going to say, well, at the Smarten Final that I just went to, all the eggs, no matter if they were like organic or pasture raised or whatever, they were all exactly the same price, and it was $10. So I just went with the highest quality eggs that I had, that I could buy, and just bought it because it was all the same price.
That makes a lot of sense. That absolutely makes a lot of sense. So.
But yeah, that's at like a catering store.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Anyways,
at the end of the day, I mean, you're paying for quality as well too, right? So I mean, that makes a lot of sense. You're paying top dollar for quality, and you know what? Hey, I mean, it's there's really truly nothing wrong with that as well too, right? So I do see that. Let's see, who else is in the chat as well too here? So Panasaurus Maximus, mine are free minus paying for chicken food. But the
Anti_BS90.
in Kansas
Welcome
City.
to the tea house.
Texas is $3 a large, $8 per dozen in Pennsylvania. Florida, 13. Barbara, wow, 13 for a dozen? Free range? That's nuts. Yet is 11 in her area, so that's a good answer. Wait, there's an echo right now here? So, where's the echo, by the way, Guy Fong? Hold on, I do see the, okay, sorry. Sorry. I was just.
The echo's okay right now. I think it's feedback coming because I think Jane may have a speaker on.
Okay. So that's why I was like, okay, sorry. Like.
So she's muted right now.
Okay,
so
perfect. So it was like, oh my god, it's like whenever someone says, oh my god, there's like something's not right as well too. Like I literally run my blood runs cold as well too, right? So it's just like. So, but at least it's fixed. It's all good. So too. So, how is everybody doing right now so far? What's everybody? So where is everybody at with their dishes right now? So, I'm gonna be. Mine's not gonna be super complicated today. So that's the thing. So I've just added. I just chopped some probably about 15 to about 15 sprigs of garlic or Chinese chives. I've added about a tablespoon of couple tablespoons of flour and about a couple tablespoons of cornstarch. My grandma, when she made it, she actually used what's it called? She used what's the thing called? She used tapioca starch or arrowroot starch. So if you are running low on flour and you want a really nice kind of like a very light crispy pancake, if you're a little bit low on flour but you still have some potatoes or cornstarch, you can still make this. You can still make this delicious pancake. The only thing is that my dad actually, when I was actually making this a couple days ago, my dad, one big thing that he was kind of giving me kind of a little bit shit about is making sure that if you are using starch for your flour to make or your starch to make sure you thin it out as much as possible, because if you don't thin it out, it is going to become incredibly gummy. So and you don't want. I mean, if anyone's ever had like crepes that are gummy, you know what I'm talking about as well too here, right? So DT, good to see you. Welcome in, everyone. So thank you so much. I know there's a whole bunch of voices here right now because hey, it's not just me tonight too. So we have all of our some of my other friends here as well too. So that's why. So everyone wants our eggs. I know, right? So I mean, trust me. I mean, and for what it's worth, so everybody's kind of told us how much our eggs are. Right now, I think it's about if we really get if my dad gets really lucky, we can actually get eggs for approximately $5 a dozen here in Alberta right now. So, which is incredible, by the way. So don't y'all just stampede up to Alberta for eggs right now as well too. So hashtag just saying we need some for ourselves as well too here. So speaking of eggs, I've also added some things into the. I've also added a little bit of water, so I'm actually going to try to form a very thin batter here. So, so actually, so again, I do want to also since we're talking about the price of eggs and everything, like prices and everything today, how's everyone been doing with the with like budgeting right now as well too here, right? I know everything's getting a little expensive, and yes, I mean here in Canada we're not exempt. I mean we are definitely facing the very same challenges as it is in the U.S. But how's everybody coping right now? I'm kind of curious, especially for people on the panel. Like how are we coping right now here? What kind of strategies are we using to mitigate the costs and still kind of enjoy some of the delicious foods that we're able to enjoy?
So for me, my mother actually volunteers at a food bank.
Oh, nice.
And one of the perks is that she gets to take home the things that the clients don't want or don't have room for.
Wow.
So for instance, at one point, I got myself a 10-pound ham?
Wow.
Like a gigantic ham. And that was mainly because the people who came to the food bank did not have room for a 10-pound ham. So things like that is basically how I'm keeping prices down. And on the bright side, Mom gets to see me a lot. So
that's good. I mean, my mom actually has to see me every day. So I mean, so there's that. So yeah. So but then again, you can anyway, so there was supposed to be a joke there, but I clearly that wasn't it didn't have the effect it was supposed to. But hey, I mean it's a good thing as well too, right? So what about everyone else though? I mean, how are y'all coping, by the way, or how are you making those adjustments here right now? So, and yes, I know a lot, and again, like buying less and shopping around is definitely the biggest option right now. But I mean. There's got to be better ways as well too, right? So Guy Fong, and for everybody in the chat and all of our chats right now, I mean, if you do want to share any tips at all as well too, feel free to do so, Stu. I mean, hey, again, and at the end of the day, we're all one community. So I mean, not just the food and drink community. So I mean, we're different. How do we describe it? It's like we're all members of different communities, but at the same way, we're kind of part of a big family, one category. So again, if maybe say someone from Hippies Chat can help someone in mine, or vice versa, or in other channels, you know what I mean? Hey, mission accomplished
I
as well
can
too, right? So
For me, it's just really paying attention. I usually just I'm like, oh, I want to make this, and I don't pay attention to what I still have left and what I can use in the refrigerator. So I've become much better at being intentional about what I'm making based on what I have and using things that maybe aren't exactly what's in the recipe, but are going to be fine
oh,
in the
absolutely.
recipe, if
Oh
that
yeah,
makes sense.
that makes sense.
So
Like
that's mostly what I'm doing.
yeah, substitutions are going to be your best friends right now here. So what was it like? I mean, substitutions has always been a thing, right? I mean, using applesauce instead of fat or something like that. I mean, are we kind of looking at something like? Is that what you're kind of doing right now, there, Dana, or is it, or do you have some other examples as well too?
No, just things like I had, like, for instance, I had a dinner party and we had, and this is not a budget friendly item, but we had beef tenderloin and there was leftover beef tenderloin. So the next thing, like the next night, then I made like a stroganoff because I had extra mushrooms in the house. So I said, okay, I've got egg noodles, I've got sour cream, I've got beef, I've got mushrooms. I'm going to go ahead and make a beef stroganoff. Whereas before I might not feel like beef stroganoff, so I might not have made it. So I did that. I can't even remember. Did we do that for a stream or not? I can't even remember. We may have even done it for a stream. So just using things like leftovers in a different way. And also, like, if I have like half of something left because of, like Walter was talking about, you go and you buy an expensive ingredient like miso, the whole thing is expensive, but if you use little pieces of it and use it over and over again, then the amount that you're using is a smaller amount. So if I have leftover whatever vegetables, I'll give you an example. I'll give you an example, John.
Sure.
So for one of the streams, we had roasted chickens. So, and I had used some celery and stuff, and I still had celery tops, and I had some carrot stuff left and onions. And so instead of going and buying chicken stock, I made my own chicken stock. Right. So I used that. So the chicken stock I'm using today, I'm telling you it's about 90 cents, but really it was free because it was all stuff I already had in the kitchen that might have just gone to waste.
Exactly, right? I mean,
So.
and it's the best amount, 0, right? I mean, especially when you're
Zero.
making, 0 is the best number ever, right? I mean, you don't want to you don't want a 0 on your test, or you don't want 100 on an exam, but when it comes to cost, when it's 0, it works perfectly as well too, right? So perfect. So, all right, hold on. Hippie. Ooh, I'm actually looking at Hippie right now here. I do see. I think he's actually just stirring up that mix here. So, hey, Hippie, what do we got in that mix there, my friend? I don't know. I don't know if he can hear me as well too, but I think I see some potatoes. I see some vegetables. I see some celery, and I think I see some meat. So. If anyone's is in Hippie's chat and can confirm that, that'd be absolutely fantastic here. So, I know I'm trying to see what he's making here. So, all right, hold on. I'm just gonna also go. So while I'm actually though, I've been slowly kind of mixing my own mix here right now. I've added some salt, a little bit of sugar, flour, cornstarch, the little bit of white pepper. And then also I add a little bit of sesame oil for a little bit of aromatics here. So, as Dana said earlier before, right? Once you buy pantry items are, I kind of want to, I don't know if this is probably the right way to say it, but I feel like pantry items are an investment because things like if you buy a big tub of miso, like what Walter did, or maybe say if Hippie buys maybe say a can of mace or something like that, or what's a spice that goes in there? Nutmeg. I mean that's like $7 or $8, but you can still use it for maybe say like multiple dishes, right? So the costs are defrayed over the course of over the life of the package here, right? So which again sometimes is a good idea, but not everything you can buy in bulk as well too, right? So especially ground spices, which I have found unfortunately there was one time I was like doing my gathering ingredients and I don't know if anyone's ever and panel again, I'm pretty sure you've probably run into too. I mean going down into the deep part of your pantry and then finding something that you like canning, like finding. I think what I found was like a 25-year-old can of not pickled mushrooms. It was a pickled like a canned mushrooms from 25 years ago. So this was years and years ago as well too. And like, oh my god, like where the hell has that been as well too, right? So I'm glad. I'm guessing everyone on the panels had that happen too as well too, right? So investment, yeah. I think Craw, you're right as well too, right? Sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Dana.
Oh, I was just going to say that's definitely happened to me, but it happens less now that I try to clean my pantry out, go through my pantry and clean my pantry out at least every 2 to 3 months, sometimes a little more often. And then that also is a way, to save money because you can look at something and go, oh, I better use this. Let me, and then you can make some things. And the same with spices. I go through spices at least 3 times a year to make sure that I don't have like lots of old spices sitting
And
around.
I know, right? And it sounds like you've probably had experiences where the spices were less than good, I guess, right? I think it's like stale spices after all the essential oils are gone is honestly I don't want to say it, but it's like it's essentially garbage as well too, right? It's essentially garbage. And
It doesn't have any flavor. Yeah.
No, right? It's just powdered stuff that just extra powdered stuff in there as well too here, right? So I know. I mean,
Yeah.
Again, thank you. Yeah, Andy. Again, it's going to be a little chaotic, but you know what? Hey, I mean, we're just kind of we're all just having a good time. We're just making some food today, and we're at the end we're all going to sit down and eat it as well too here. So, I'm for those of you who know who've watched me long enough, you probably know that yes, I do keep. My streams are usually a little bit more complex, but today, since again, I mean, I was as Kenara said earlier during the earlier part of our stream, tech is a 4-letter word. So I mean, I just want to make sure that I'm able to showcase everyone and make sure that this collab runs smoothly this evening here. So and hopefully this one works. I mean, I'm hoping that we'll be able to do more in the future as well too here. So while of course I'm doing this, I'm just taking apart a couple of these chicken drumsticks as well too here. So these are from my. I think these were from about a week and a half ago here. So I'm using the other half of it. I'm just gonna make some. I'm gonna be making some salt and pepper chicken bites here. So we're gonna be doing some chicken bites, and that's gonna go inside our. Our pancakes here. So all right. So let's take a look here. So let's see where else is so too here. So. Ooh, I do see.
Hey, I got to say a thank you to Johnson real quick. Didn't mean to bother you, but thank you for all of those gift subs.
Oh my goodness, Johnson! Thank you so much for that here. So again, I think it probably must have been your chat as well too here. So I mean, yeah. I mean, if there's anything, of course. I also did turn off all my sound alerts today here, or actually wasn't able to add all my sound alerts today, so that's probably why I'm not. So if I do miss something, again, please, of course, bear with me here. So, Johnson, good to see you. Oh, by the way, folks, if you haven't, Johnson, by the way, folks, if you haven't checked out Johnson yet, another amazing. Actually, no, I don't think I've ever seen Johnson cook, but he does make a lot of knives. So he actually makes kitchen knives and things like that. He is a knife maker based out of, I believe, the southeast somewhere. I believe either Texas.
He's actually in Kansas.
Oh, he's in Kansas. Okay, so he's in Kansas. But he makes some amazing knives. So Guy Fong, if you haven't checked them out yet, please go check them out as well too. Mel, thank you so much for that shout out to Johnson as well too. So thank you so much for that. Wait.
My hype train hat won't stay on.
John Chan just
Holy
gifted
cow.
5
Oh my
memberships.
Goodness. Oh my goodness. Johnson, oh my God, thank you so
Oh
much.
my gosh.
Johnson, are you going around to all of our channels and giving gift subs right now here? Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. So thank you so much for that. Folks, if you do, again, I'm still kind of just, again, I don't have my board up to right now, but I will add you all onto my tally board a little bit later. And then if you just got a gift sub from Johnson, again, thank you so much, Johnson, on my channel. So the Guy Fong, just make sure you send me a number between 1 and 9. We'll do your Plinko drops on our next stream on Tuesday here. So again, thank you so much for that. Johnson, you absolute superstar. You, thank you so much for that here. So, Many Cook said, I know I can trust you, yes. So, I mean, we're all cooks here, Light. So we all do food and drink streams. So welcome in. Hoping you're good. Mhm. Thank you so much, as John was so close to me. I know, right, Pentosaurus? Actually, hold on. Now that I think about it, I think there's like a couple. There's actually a whole bunch of folks who are in Kansas as well too here. So I mean, I believe, well, because from what I know, Jane's in California, Dan is in Texas, Hippie I believe is in the Northeast somewhere, and can't remember where Walter is in, and I'm in Canada, of course. So that's and then of course Johnson is in Kansas, and I know one of our friends, one of our dear friends, Dinner with Mom is also in Kansas as well too. So
I'm in LA.
You're in LA, okay. So and
Yeah.
then you're in LA, and James
And-
in San
And
Francisco.
And John, I'm in Northern Virginia.
Northern Virginia. So why did I think that you were in the Northeast somewhere there, Hippie? I have no clue why.
Born and raised in PA.
Ah, that makes a lot of sense. So, not technically, well, means like Greater New England, but not exactly as well too, right? So, I mean,
I don't know if you guys can hear that. At least wanted to chime in.
no worries. So,
Oops,
no worries. Hey, that's all good. So, thank you so much. Wait, hold on. No, is Jane actually still there? Hold on. I'm hoping. Oh no, Jane's just. No, I see Jane. We're just. So Jane, someone was just was just a little bit worried about it too. So I think it was Craw was just wondering if you had dropped off as well too here. So, but no.
So, oh wow.
Sorry to interrupt real
So,
quick, but Johnson
I
also
have
gift
there's a
subbed
hype
a
train.
bunch to me
Wow.
just now.
There is a
5
hype
gift
train
subs. I just wanted to say thank you.
Goodness. Okay.
Yeah, a hype train.
So I
thank
just
you.
I just created a new sound effect
Uh-huh.
and a visual for hype trains. I'm like, oh, this thing isn't going to go off for like ever. I'm not even worried about. And then it just went off. Congratulations, y'all! I think we got a hype train going.
Hype train!
Thank you, John.
Let's go.
Right. So I just made a spicy sauce to go with my cod, and the faces that were being displayed were the OMG, I added too much fish sauce face, and then it was the OMG, this is too much garlic face. So I think the problem has been remedied.
Okay. But sis, I'm gonna stop you right there. Too much garlic? What is this? What is this blasphemy we're speaking about? Too much
So-
garlic?
So here's the thing. Here is what I learned. Your fun fact for the day, chat. If you have an Italian from Italy and you have an Italian from the US or another region, and you ask them both, how much garlic do you add to fill in the blank dish? The only exception to this is I just forgot the name of the dish, but you basically poach the garlic in olive oil with, anchovies, that sort of thing.
Okay.
So, how much garlic do you add to lasagna? Okay. The Italian person from Italy will say, oh, a couple of cloves. The Italian from the other part of the world, Italian American, Italian Canadian, Italian wherever, and Cirque just gave, spoken like a true Italian, I'm going to assume American, spoken like a true Italian American, and Crawdalt as well. And Lord Velos as well. So yes, I do attempt to be a little more mindful after that about how much garlic I add. That said, 9 times out of 10, I do agree with them. Panda too. So there you go. So y'all, it's probably me because my mic is on and so is John. So that's probably why you're hearing an echo. So I'm going to shut up now and mute.
I'm sorry. I'm just. Oh my god. It's over 9,000 cloves. I'm sorry. That is actually pretty good though. I mean, it's over 9,000 cloves of garlic. Although I don't know how much 9,000 cloves of garlic will taste in one dish, but you know what? Hey, Velos. We'll run with that. So again, good to see you. Welcome in, everyone. So, Oh, I'm sorry. I probably shouldn't have laughed that hard as well too here, but and actually, now that we're talking about too much or too little of one thing, I know, and again today our kind of our overarching theme has actually been budget and things like that. I do want to also ask as well to everyone that kind of segues that into that though. What is an ingredient that you will never ever cheap out on? What is something that you will always buy the best of, no matter what the budget? So, is there something you will not? Is there any ingredient? And again, same for the panelists, same for everyone in the chat. What's an ingredient that you will never, ever, never, ever, 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 as Taylor Swift would say, you would never skimp on, or you would never buy the generic brand stuff that may or may not be kind of a little slightly sus. So for me, and also same true for my mom as well too, as also known as auntie. Fish sauce is definitely something that we never ever cheap out on, because there is good and bad the fish sauce, but I do want to let everyone kind of weigh in before I kind of just go on a spiel on fish sauce as well too here. So which Dana knows I am capable of as well too, right?
Yeah, yes. So I won't skimp on eggs anymore. The difference between buying a cheap egg and a really good egg, especially pasture raised eggs, they have so much different flavor. And then the other thing is when I make my corn tortillas or anything that requires masa harina or masa, I always use heritage corn as opposed to some of the genetically modified stuff. So, you know, you go to the store and you get a big bag from Azteca, and it's doesn't have any flavor to it, right? So if you buy the heritage corn, it's like pow in your face flavor, adds to your dish rather than just being a vehicle for the food.
Nice.
So
What about PAN though? Like the PAN brand with the woman with the hairband. Is that a good brand or is that not a good brand?
So I don't. So I'm not as familiar with that particular one, and I don't think it's. I think it's pan. It's not like it's not. It's a little bit different than the masa harina.
Okay.
So, but I could be wrong on that. So I won't speculate whether about that.
It's the only reason why I ask is because PAN is the brand that they sell at the Mega Marts here in Alberta. So that's the only thing, right? So I think I've seen Maseka, but I don't see Maseka, the brand that you mentioned, Maseka. But they don't have it in stock all the time. That's the only thing. But PAN is always in stock for us, so that's why. So. And,
yeah, and I have to order. When I started using this, I actually had to order it online, and I order it from a company called Macienda, and that has started to show up on the shelves in the supermarkets, and it's just really good because it's grown on smaller farms that are tended kind of like vineyards are, like with a lot of care, and they grow beans and squash on it as well, so it takes care of the environment, so it's good for the environment. It just tastes better. It makes better tortillas, so that's all I can say.
I mean, nothing wrong with that as well too, right? So I do
Yeah.
see a few folks as well too here. So Mama's just saying Jif peanut butter. Wow, very nice. I don't know what it is, but here in Canada, it's always Kraft peanut butter. So I mean, the teddy bears are like the dominant brand of peanut butter here in Canada. It's the one thing that everyone will never skimp out on as well too. So I know there's other brands of peanut butter. There's store brand peanut butter. No one ever skimps on Kraft peanut butter here in Canada. Hashtag just saying. Cirque is saying that never skimp on salmon fillets. Great one, by the way. Let's see. Serendipix. Oh, Serendipix, good to see you. Welcome in. Let's see here. Truth. It's massive difference in flavor. Yes, that's very true. Velo says sour cream. Mel says Hellman's mayo. DT says fish sauce. I'm so glad, DT. I'm not the only one that says fish sauce as well too. So thank you so much for saying that. So what about everyone else though? I mean, I think Walter's just kind of in just a little off here. But Hippie or Jane, what's an ingredient that you will never ever 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 skimp out on? If y'all can hear me as well too here, that's okay. So I know DT. Don't encourage her. Seriously, don't encourage her about that T-shirt. Do not, under any circumstances. It's you just don't want to do that. Just me.
Okay, for me,
Mhm.
I refuse to skimp on garlic.
Yep.
I have learned the hard way that garlic is nasty.
Ooh.
There is one exception to that,
Mhm.
and that is Christopher Brothers garlic in a jar,
Mhm.
which
Next time,
is
I'll just go into there and not
it's
do my own.
California made.
Mhm.
It's hard to keep track of
And
those.
we have a garlic festival every year, and they usually use that. So hold on.
Mhm.
Seriously, it's garlic. Okay, so Lord Velos is feeling me on this. By the way, I'm echoing again. I'm sorry, y'all. It's my fault.
No worries. Don't worry. Hey, we'll do what we can. Don't worry about it. Don't seriously. It's
So,
just if it happens, it happens, right? Don't fret too
right.
much about that too.
But yeah, so I will buy fresh garlic.
Mhm.
I will buy the garlic in a jar from Christopher Brothers.
Mhm.
And that's as far as I will go. If I cannot find fresh garlic and I am forced to use the stuff in the jar from my local grocery store,
Mhm.
I just skip the garlic or I use garlic powder.
Ooh.
So I will not budge on that one.
That is
That is my culinary hill.
Yep. That's the hill you will die on, and I am.
Yes.
I will, sis. I'm gonna say this. I got my knife. I got my elbows up, as we say in Canada. I will die with you on that hill because it's fresh garlic or nothing. I don't know what it is with me, but I just don't find. I do use garlic powder for at work for our salsas, but I just don't like it. I really, really, truly don't like it. It is part of our recipe, so unfortunately I can't deviate from it. But I mean, hey, if I was in charge, honestly, I would probably put fresh garlic or nothing. So that's a me kind of thing. And honestly, I'm with you on that one.
Oh no, I'm with you.
I
I'm
know,
with
right?
you on that one too. Yeah, for sure.
I think a lot of us will die on that fresh garlic hill as well too here, right? So speaking of which, of course, I'm going to also do a little bit of fresh garlic myself as well too here. So hold on, Guy Fong. Hippie, I think Hippie, you were trying to say as well too. So Hippie, you want to weigh in? Or of course, if I'm just checking to see if I think Walter's is Walter back in now, or Walter, I don't think we can see you, my friend. So you want to turn on your camera as well too, so that we can see ya. Ketchup is a big one I don't cheap out on, and a lot of condiments in general. Exactly. So Flutterbites, what is going on right now? We are. It's a 5 people doing the $20 food challenge all at the same time. So it's a little special. Well, what I kind of almost like to call it a food and drink summit in a way. So where food and drink streamers, we all kind of get together and we cook off of one theme. So I know it's a little bit of everything going on at the same time, but honestly, I know it's kind of a little hard to do as well too, right? But you know what I mean. I'm Guy Fong again. I do hope that you're all enjoying this. By the way, if you are, please let me know. Again, if you do enjoy all of our presence in your Twitch follows, please of course make sure you smash all the follow buttons for all of us here. So again, thank you so much for that. All right.
Hey, am I back?
Yes, you are back. Yes.
Oh my god. That was so Sarah was mentioning that my chat at all was not connected, and I'm like, okay, and then I clicked it on. So I stream with 2 laptops. I have my old laptop that I just have close to cooking for reading chat and stuff like that, and then I hit join, and then I completely made my streaming laptop just get completely kicked out. So I was trying to figure out how to do it.
That's okay. No
So
worries.
anyways, I had to leave and then come back. I mean, I'm completely new out of this, so
That's okay.
I think hopefully my chat is still shared. We'll
Yep,
see
you are.
if that
your
was
chat
worth
is
it.
now with everyone as well too here. So there's 5 chats all
perfect.
happening right now here. So it's all good.
Okay.
So, but yeah. So,
Okay. I was wondering, I'm like, I don't know what's going on. We'll see.
Hey, no worries,
Oh, if
my
that's the
friend.
case, then I'll get rid of the stupid timer that I made with Nightbot.
No
so
worries.
it
Hey,
doesn't
don't worry. Hey,
spam your chat on me.
Hey, while we have you though, did you hear our? So you were probably just hearing about the question that we had earlier as well too, right? So the about what's an ingredient that you will never ever ever cheap out on? It's something that you will. It's a hill you will die on. Like what's an ingredient that you'll like? Nope, I will spend the king's ransom on. So or the queen's ransom.
Oh.
What's an ingredient like that for you?
Huh.
You know what I mean? That's okay.
That's a good question. I mean, I guess as a baker, I do still like I still value like the quality of the flour that I use. So, like I won't necessarily like I'm not gonna buy like like a random store bought or like store brand like cheaper flour generally to bake with because I think that affects the quality of whatever I'm baking a lot. So but like flour at the same time wouldn't be like a Queen's ransom type deal.
Oh no, of course.
But like I am still like in the camp that I would rather spend more on like a bougie flour just to make sure the consistency of whatever I'm baking is behaving the way I would want it to behave.
Nice. Is there any particular?
So that's.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Sorry, you can finish that thought. Sorry, I cut in a little bit.
Oh, I mean, it depends on, but like the way I choose my flours, it depends on like what I'm making. So it's like if I'm, if I'm making sourdough bread, I like to choose something that has a little more of a higher protein content. For example, so like one of my favorite breads or flours I like to use is Central Milling. They have like a 15% double O flour that's really nice. It actually isn't that expensive because it isn't actually, unfortunately, it's not organic. But it's just the flour that I find that ends up with the result that I like. So those are so generally that would be something that like I probably wouldn't cheap out on. It's just if I'm baking, it's just like flour is definitely something that I think is it affects the final product too much that I can't really like compromise by buying like a much cheaper brand because again like I don't know what the protein content is on some of the lower store brand flours and things like that and like it just doesn't turn out the same when you do.
Very true. That is very true because and also one big thing to watch out for, folks, if you are I know most of you are watching from North America or Europe. By the way, another fun fact, flour in Asia, the wheat in Asia is of lower protein content than the ones that are in North America. So if you are, say for example, and again, this is something that my mom and I have both learned, that if you're making something like steam bao, something like a steam bao, you want if you have an all-purpose flour, so it calls for an all-purpose flour in the recipe. Chances are you can actually use a cake and pastry flour to make your bao instead of the instead of all-purpose. It's going to give you a slightly more tender product, which is more akin to what you can find at your local dim sum restaurant, as opposed to you know what I mean, right? So it's those little differences that make a major difference because again, I totally get it. Whenever I do all my recipes, I always think that hey, not everyone's gonna have time or the energy to go to the Asian grocery store to pick up Hong Kong bao flour as well too, right? So which is of a lower protein quality. So kind of just have to kind of work with what you got as well too, right? So and really depends on.
Thank you for that tip.
Oh. Thank you.
I didn't know that. Yeah, so thank you for that tip. That's helpful because I am trying to have more different types of flour. So like I've got the flour I'm using today actually has a protein content now, so I'm trying to buy the better flours too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, and at the end of the day, sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to answer your question. It's taken me a while. Apologize for that, but the black pepper is probably the only thing I won't compromise on. A lot of the other things, the quality of the pepper and the spices in general.
Yes.
I don't like premixes like seasonings or Italian seasoning, for instance. You don't know what's in it, and you don't know how old. So I think one of the things is the seasonings that go into a lot of the cooking that I do. I think I've learned to adapt a lot of the recipes. If we have the need for a better flour and I don't have it, I've got gluten I can add. A lot of those things I try to keep in, but it does take adjustment. But I think that's the one thing I would not do. Is trade out the quality of my spices.
Oh, nice. Very, very good call, right? I mean, and I think there's a lot of, especially if you are working with like a very spice-heavy cuisine, something like Indian cuisine, you can't cheap out on spices. I know that for sure. I know that for sure because. I mean, if anyone's ever worked with if anyone's ever been in East Indian, like a South Asian kitchen, yeah, they have spices and they keep them immaculate. They will, and if anything's too old, they will get rid of it. I mean, they don't give a those Indian grandmas, they will not give a crap. If it's bad, they will either not buy it or they will just like, out of it, get it out of my hair, get it out of my face. So
Yeah.
I think
This is the one thing, the spice or the daba. I picked this up when we were doing our Indian recipes.
Oh yeah.
And having all the seasonings in one little box is so helpful. I love it. So yeah, keep them fresh.
Exactly. Okay. Actually, panel, I do have a bit of an emergency question for everyone here, especially for all of you bakers. I'm hoping you can help. Pokemon SP asks, when I'm baking cookies, what do I do to make the cookies less like pancakes? So I'm thinking we're probably looking.
I have an answer.
Oh yes, Jane, go
I
ahead.
do too.
So there are 2 things you can do, 2 to 3 things you can do. Number 1, you can use more baking powder, which will help it to rise. Number 2, you keep the batter, so to speak, cold, the cookie batter cold, which will keep it from spreading. And there was a third one, and I just forgot what it was. Okay, so that was at least 2 suggestions. Somebody else probably has a third one.
Cold pan.
There we go, cold pan.
Cold pan,
That's
thank
what
you.
it was.
I do. So one thing that I do is I let my dough sit. I actually didn't hear what Jane had said, so sorry if I repeat.
No worries.
But I actually let my dough rest for at least 24 hours or longer.
Really? Okay.
And I just find that it has in the fridge, yeah. And I find that because cookies tend to have like a lower hydration because it's mostly fats and flour.
Yeah, exactly, right.
Like the dough tends to like get to know each other better. Like it gets like better hydrated that way, and so like it improves flavor. And the other reason why is because it's been resting for so long, and the dough is really cold. That generally my cookies tend to not pancake that way when I do it, because then I just kind of pull it out of the fridge immediately and I start baking them. And yeah, so that's usually my trick. But yeah, it's very much like a temperature related thing. It's like you want your cookie dough to be cold. And so like even if you want the cookies on the same day, it would still help to like toss them in the fridge for at least an hour just to get down, chilled down, and then bake them.
Nice.
So,
It also helps with hydration. That helps the flour absorb more liquid.
Exactly. Right?
Exactly, the
Yeah.
hydration. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I think because what it is
So.
is that if you let it sit for longer, you can it'll have time to kind of just do its thing, right? As opposed to hydrate, you bastard, hydrate. Hey, Lermining, thank you so much.
Yeah.
We gotta hydrate, everyone. So you want to grab yourself a drink, feel free to do so. I'm gonna go grab myself a drink. Lermining, good to see you. Welcome in. Actually, now that again, I'm not a big baker. I'm not very well known, well versed in baking as some of y'all. Would using a little less butter be also helpful too, or is that going to also kind of affect the flavor?
I mean, that depends on the type of cookie you're making. But generally, I mean, it's worth a shot. But like the amount of butter, like it's usually like the ones that you find in whatever recipe you're using is already kind of precisely determined, for achieving the proper texture. So if you like reduce the amount of butter, you might affect the texture of your cookie. So, I mean, I would say still try it out and see what happens, because that's just because that's as much as I'm saying like, oh, the precision of the recipe matters, like I'm very known to be very cavalier and make adjustments and changes however I want, and I don't really and I guess that's sort of the fun part about baking is like you throw it in, you make some adjustments, and then you kind of see what happens, and that's that's like recipes are meant to be not followed.
Exactly, right? I mean, at the end of the day, recipes are like a guideline, right? So you can kind of play around with those too, right? So I mean, it's kind of like this as well too, right? I mean, I'm like right now I'm actually just mixing some of my chicken as well too, right? So all my chicken little bites here. I mean, I'm using a little bit more flour than a little bit more of our potato starch than I usually would, but I just want to make sure that every little bit is. I mean, when I fry this, probably in a little bit, to start making my pancake, my little bit of my crispy fried chicken, my fried chicken burritos. It's going to be nice and crispy as well too, right? So sometimes you got to make that, and also I believe. Actually, hold on, because all of y'all live in like pretty close to sea level, I think, as well too, right?
Yes.
Texas is pretty flat where I
pretty
am.
flat, right? So, and you're pretty close to the ocean. Another thing for those of you who live in places that are a little bit higher up, like where we are. I mean, I'm in Calgary. We're about a half a mile above sea level. Yes, you also need to adjust
We'll go with that
temperatures and hydration for that as well too, because things will hydrate a lot slower. I think. Well, water will boil a lot slower. Sorry. Is it slower or faster? Sorry. I think water will boil a little bit slower up in higher altitudes than if they were to boil at the lower altitudes. So, whereas maybe say it boils at 100 degrees Celsius where you all are, I think it probably takes like 102, 105 before it boils here in Calgary. So, or I could get it wrong. It's the other way around. It actually boils faster in Calgary. So sometimes baking in Calgary can be a bit of a challenge as well too. And then
Yeah, by the way, yes, I am also very close to the ocean. I live in the Bay Area. From where I used to work, I could get to the seaside in about 30 minutes on a good day. And like I said, one of the things I also do on the side is, as a friend puts it, substitute preaching. And there's a church in the itty bitty town known as Pescadero.
Okay.
Pescadero is right on the seashore. Like literally, you drive for 2 minutes and you are in the city and away from the sea. So when I would go and preach there, it was wonderful because right afterward, I could literally drive to the shore and just hang out for a little while. It was awesome. I do kind of miss that. But anyways. But John is right. When you are at sea level, your baking time and your water boiling time is going to be different. Oh, and I didn't answer Flutterbite's question. I am so sorry. So to answer your question, I am making a dish that I think is called ca co to, which is a Vietnamese clay pot braised fish. Now, I don't have a clay pot, so I'm using a great, I just forgot what this is called. Dutch oven. I'm using a Dutch oven instead. So this will be interesting. One of these days I want to buy a clay pot, but I'm terrified that I am going to drop it and break it because that's how I do things, unfortunately. So for now, this will be my substitute.
Nothing wrong with that. So just as long as you don't 打爛沙盤問到篤, that's the only thing, Jane. So as long as you there's a did we actually just get it? Did we just
Welcome, Raiders.
Wait, who just raided in? I'm so sorry.
I believe Hippie just got raided.
Yes.
I just got raided by Kidnip. So thank you very much, Kidnip, for the raid.
Welcome in,
Welcome,
everyone.
Raiders.
Welcome in. Good to see you.
Oh,
So
playing Subnautica.
Wow.
Welcome in, Raiders. Thank you very much for coming on in.
Hey, let's go. Well, welcome in, everyone. If you're just coming in, welcome in. If you've been before, welcome back. So yes, Hippies. So welcome to Hippie's channel. So I'll let Hippie do his own thing. But folks, if this is your first time here, welcome to our $20 food summit. So where five food and drink streamers are all at the same time making amazing dishes under $20. So hopefully we will be inspiring you to to try some of these dishes or yourself today. So, but again, welcome in, everyone. So, all right, hold on. I'm also trying to keep up on chat as well too. So that's why I also was like, wait a minute. There's a whole bunch of things people coming in as well too, right? So, well, welcome in, everyone. So welcome in. How's everybody doing so far, by the way? Just out of curiosity, how's everyone? What's everyone's progress right now?
I've only kind of just started because the technology aspect of things and me trying to figure things out had kind of delayed me. But I should catch up pretty fast.
Okay, no worries. What about everyone else? How's everyone? How's everyone doing with their dishes so far? Right now?
Hello.
Flutterbite,
about to go
welcome
into
to the tea house.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm about to go into the oven with my cottage pie here.
Nice.
I've got my mashed taters on top. I'm just going to put a nice fork pattern on the top and some cheese, and then that goes in the oven.
Ooh.
So that'll be like 25 or 30 minutes.
Okay.
Go
good.
ahead, Jane.
So you got 25 minutes. Go ahead.
Yep. I've got my Fideo Secco is on the stove for probably another 10 minutes. I've got some veggies roasting in the oven to make a salsa tatamara,
Okay.
and I'm making some whole wheat tortillas.
Ooh.
And when I get done with that, I may have Robbie, Randy, Ricky, Roy come and make us a margarita.
Very nice. Very nice. So, and Jane, where are you at right now, Jane?
So I had to redo my sauce because I was a doof and I didn't read the directions first. Apparently, you're supposed to cook the sauce in layers before you add the fish, and I threw all the ingredients together. So the sauce has been remade. It is in the pot right now, and I am about to start some rice so that we'll have something to go with the fish when it's done.
Okay, perfect. So I think Walter's probably just the one that's kind of just running a little bit farther behind little bit behind. But I think but Walter did say that they were going to catch up.
Well,
so
my stuff should be relatively quick cooking. I just need to get the stuff that takes a little longer, which is the dashi stock and my rice going, and then the rest of it should come together pretty fast.
perfect.
So
we should be. I think we should be able to start eating around 3 o'clock. Then I guess, right? I think we should be. Sorry, 3 o'clock my time as well too, right? So which is around about 45 to 40,
definitely,
45. Fantastic. That's good. So I just want to make sure that that is good to go here. So perfect. Thank you. All right. So I'm going to start. I'm actually going to go start cooking myself as well too here. So I'm actually going to start by. Well, hold on. I'm going to start making my pancakes here. I'm actually just going to make sure I switch my camera over to the right camera here. I'm actually just going to. I am going to be. I do also have a little bit of bacon. That's a little, so like thinly sliced bacon. I'm actually just going to add that. That's going to add about $1.02 onto my cost. But it's also going to help us get a little bit of a crunchy texture on one of my pancakes a little bit later as well too. So.
Sorry, that was loud.
No worries. So.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Something happening? Is everything okay?
I'm okay.
Okay.
I'm
good,
okay.
good. So as long as you're okay, we're good. So I don't think we need. It's just like we don't.
Yeah.
We don't need
This
any
is the-
emergency trips to the hospital on our during the stream. You know.
This is the pie. It's about to go in.
Nice.
Hello, pie. Hello, screen.
There we go. Let's go. Perfect. So. I'm
All right.
going to keep my eye on my chat as well too here. So I'm going to keep my eye.
Okay, I need to get in the freezer.
All right, help me chili today. Ooh, wow! I see a lot of people making some amazing food in the chat as well too today. By the way, so I see Lord Bells is making elk meat
smell
chili
it,
right
too. I
now.
don't know.
That's amazing. So I'm kind of excited for you as well too. So all right. So
Miss Sarah Lynn, I wish you the best. I hope you get a lot of sleep, and I hope you heal quickly.
oh yes, Sarah, take care of yourself. Actually, I know this is a speaking of that. By the way, we were supposed to have a sixth person joining us today. I do want to give a quick shout out to Kanara, by the way. She is still. I think she's starting to recover from the flu right now here. So I don't know what's going on, but that flu is going around right now here. I don't know if it's a thing where y'all are, but I know it's definitely something that's been. I know something's happening. Something's going around, but I'm hoping no one else gets dinged as well too here, because it's never a good sign as well too here, right? So. Meanwhile, though, of course, I'm just making my pancake. I'm just spreading out a little bit of the batter here. So I think I need a thinner batter here because my batter is a little bit too thick. So this might end up just being my testing here. So for my.
Hey, John, I have a question for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
What is the fish sauce that you prefer? I know you said you don't cheap out on fish sauce, so I'm curious. What's your chosen brand?
My chosen brand is something that Auntie recently. I don't know if again, it's not always available at every store, but this brand is called Barona. So this is it's called Barona fish sauce. It's made from anchovies, like directly from Vietnam. This is I have it on my screen right now here. This is what I get. So apparently, according to in between tasting things using three crabs or or squid brand. This one is actually super good. So, not sponsored, by the way. So, if you not sponsored,
I'm looking
but
for sponsorship.
if I could get a sponsorship from them, you know what? Hey, I mean, I'll be happy to do that as well too, right? So, but like I said,
That's
I mean,
good to know.
It's a good one. But I believe Auntie actually told me that she actually found that at the local Asian grocery store. So it should be available, but you just have to look around, or you can just look up Barona, Barona. Barona fish sauce. I'm sure that you can find that on at your local store somewhere, or somewhere on that their World Wide Web here. So, all right.
Good to know. I'm going to look for that at my local 99 ranch. Thank you.
No worries. And but honestly, I kind of feel like that a lot of ingredients these days you can get at your local Mega Mart. I don't think. I'm definitely finding that a lot of international ingredients, especially Asian ingredients, you can find at like just regular old-fashioned like straight up grocery stores. You don't really have to go to like Asian grocery stores very much anymore. So especially and for
Well,
me,
but that's
which
no
is
fun, John.
I know, but I mean, because hey, I mean, come on, hippie.
But if you want to get it for a good price, you still want to go to the ethnic grocery store
you do.
Indeed.
Yeah. But I mean, hey,
because
you pay for
you'll
good
find
foods,
that
right?
there's the mega markup. So
Fish stock on the shelf. Yes, in Australia we have very good quality fish stock on the shelf. I can actually imagine that as well too. So, Flutter. All right, hold on. So I'm keeping my eye on the on my pancake here. It's a little thick, so I'm gonna need to get
right.
a little bit more of this as well too here. So I just need. I'm keeping my eye on a very thin crepe batter here right now, so that should be good. This is gonna be my tester. I'm probably just gonna snack on that while we're waiting for everything as well too here. So, all right. Actually, I'm thinking about it too. So, and folks, if you're in the chat, if you have any questions for any of us, please feel free to drop them in the chat, and one of us will pick up on it, and we'll ask everyone as well too here. So, order my most Asian ingredients online. Yeah. So, I mean, hey, and as Hedda said, I mean, if you can't get it at your local Mega Mart, seriously, just order it online. It might be a little bit pricier, but sometimes getting that ingredient is definitely using the ingredient as it is sometimes it's worth it. So don't but once again, once you've used it and you find it's not working out for you, you know what? Hey, you can totally kind of just go with something else as well too, right? So I mean,
Flutter Bites, if it helps, the more you go into those stores, the easier it becomes. And if you have screenshots of the ingredient you're looking for, that also makes it easier. So just a tip. Hello, Sevens, by the way. Yes, if you were in my chat on my stream, I pinned a message at the top. Click on that link and you should be able to come to John's collab and hear me there.
Oh yeah. So folks, again, yes, if you're just speaking of what Jane's saying, yes, we are. It is a 5-way collab this afternoon. So folks, welcome in. Hoping you're all having a wonderful day. Yes, we are. It's 5 of us. We're all making different dishes, and we are wondering what we're all making. If you missed the little introduction earlier, so you'll get to see all of our dishes. You'll get to see all of our dishes very shortly here. So right now, I am actually just getting my crispy chicken bites. Right now, just getting that ready to fry. While I'm actually just getting some pancakes ready to go as well too here. So a little bit of a garlic chive like a little bit of Chinese garlic chive pancakes. And then we're also going to be serving that with a little bit of it, so turning them into almost like a burrito or a kati roll with some crispy fried chicken and a little bit of pickles. So today is definitely one of my using up everything I have in this everything I have in my fridge day today here. So it's going to be and it's not because and Guy Fong, it's not because I was kind of like up until 2 o'clock last night worrying about how the tech would work last night as well too here. So at least I'm hoping the tech is actually doing.
yeah, but you're doing it from a tiki bar, eh?
I know.
Yeah, where's
I know.
that tiki bar set up?
Oh, the tiki bar that was there. Yes. So yeah, I got home around 11 o'clock last night. I actually didn't stay out for very long, but it's in Chinatown here in Calgary. It's called Prosperity Bar. It's really really cool, and I had a daiquiri last night. It was really, really fun. So
Oh, that sounds good.
it was a daiquiri, but the drink I had before at a bar about a couple doors down, it was called a milk punch. So well, the bar's called Paper Lantern, but they actually had a milk punch. So actually, I know Dana and Robbie probably know about this as well too. But has anyone ever had a milk punch before? By the way,
A what?
a milk punch.
Nope.
I've
Milk
had it,
punch?
but I
Yeah.
haven't made it yet.
Oh yes. So, I mean, you know what it is, right? I mean, if Dan,
Yeah.
I mean, can you again? It probably comes a little bit better from me, from you, but can you tell the folks at home
You
what a milk
try.
punch
You try. I'll have to look it up because it's been a
Okay.
while.
Okay.
So
So milk punch is literally milk punch is literally like an alcoholic punch, usually with tea in it, so like a black tea of some sort, and then they actually mix it in with some whole milk and some lime or lemon juice, and then it becomes like this curdly mess. What it is that during the curdling process, all the bitterness is taken out of the drink, and you're left with a creamy, kind of slightly sweet, kind of drink that doesn't have any of the tannic things of things like rum or things like that. It just makes a really sweet drink, and it's really makes it super clear. So and yes, you can do this with. I have heard that you can do it with coconut milk, or you can fat wash things with bacon fat, or but it doesn't.
Oh,
give
I
you that
have
flavor.
heard about fat washing with whiskey, or like, what exactly does it do? Is it clarifies, or I have heard about that.
Yes, the milk washing clarifies it, but I believe the fat washing is just to add flavor.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
It is. So I know I know it was kind of weird. You think, of course, I was at a bar, I would be kind of talking to other people, but the moment when I saw the word fat wash, literally, I spent the next 20 minutes like going down a rabbit hole and going and checking and like looking at like videos from Chef Steps to say, hey, this is how you do fat washing. And apparently, and this is something I was actually not even aware of as well too, is apparently there's a big trend, like bacon fat washed bourbon or duck fat washed bourbon was a thing about 5-6 years ago. Because I sure as hell didn't hear about anything about that as well too. So
Yeah, really.
I know,
That's during
right?
COVID, so who knows? That was in somebody's house.
Exactly. I mean, actually, the only person I would know that would probably do something like that is Larix Larcinia, but I haven't seen Larix in a long time as well too, right? So unless, of course, or actually, does anyone know Colino's ever done fat washing on his streams at all, or if anyone has seen him recently as well too? I feel like I haven't seen Colino in a while too. So
He is still around and he is still streaming. And yes, I remember he has done fat washing on his stream. Now, it was either him or Larix who came up with a drink involving ham and coffee. And I tried it. And it was actually good. I was a little shocked, but it worked.
Interesting.
Yes. I don't know how it works, but it is actually kind of tasty. It's a little bit salty, but the saltiness works with the coffee and that whole thing. And to your milk punch. So here's a fun fact about me. Those of you who may not know this. I used to take part in the Great Dickens Fair, which took place in the Bay Area at the Cow Palace. And I played the Queen's goddaughter, who is actually a historical character. And by the way, she is a young Black woman, just throwing it out there. So one of the things that we got to do in my particular group, because our group was the dancing group, I was part of Fezziwigs. And if you guys know the story with Dickens, with A Christmas Carol, Fezziwig is the guy that the main character used to work for. So at one point in the story, Fezziwig has a Christmas party. He tells the guys to move all the warehouse stuff, and they just have a party right there. So we're dancing, and one of the drinks that is mentioned, I believe, in the story is gin punch. So I learned how to make a classic Victorian gin punch, and then I learned how to make a classic Victorian milk punch.
Ooh.
And in the Victorian version, you still have whole milk, it's still clarified, but it comes out this really beautiful golden color. It looks kind of like ginger ale without the carbonation, and it's really good. When our group got together and had a party after the Dickens Fair was over, we all brought our own versions of gin punch, which was hilarious, and we all brought our own versions of milk punch. My gin punch and my milk punch were the first things to disappear. I suppose it helps that I have a sweet tooth. But yeah, I thought that was hilarious. Like, I brought them both and I went back to check in like 45 minutes and the gin punch was gone. Then I went back and checked like an hour and a half later and the milk punch was gone. So yeah, educational opportunity. You learn a little something about history and alcohol.
Exactly, right? Well, I mean, booze has always been it's part of our collective history, right? So that makes a lot of sense. So, and honestly, I didn't even learn about milk punch until I watched what's it called? Dirty Laundry on Dropout. I know one of the shows, they actually have people coming. They have their guests. They make their guest drinks, and they were. I think there was Grant O'Brien. I think is the bartender there, and he made a Queen's Punch, where actually turned where he actually milk washed everything and actually turned it into almost like a very almost like an electric pink, which is super cool, by the way. So I'm like, ooh. And then about a couple days ago, I saw that Paper Lantern was doing a milk punch and was like, yeah, let's go give it a try and see what the hype is all about, So I gotta say, I don't regret it. I do not regret. Going there last night, and it was really quite wonderful. So I'm actually very excited to hopefully give it a try myself in the very near future. So. Anyway, but by the way, now that we're talking about drinks, though, but what's everybody's favorite drinks, by the way? So I think I know what Dana's favorite drinks is, but I'm kind of curious. What's everybody's favorite drink, by the way?
I'm kind of boring. I like it straight. Nice bourbon on the rocks.
Ooh. Any particular brands you like at all, or?
Old Forester is a good one. Like to do that, but lately I've been doing a lot less of that and just sticking to the soft stuff. Better for me. But
nothing wrong with that.
Maker's Mark is also very good.
Ooh. I think Maker's Mark is like a very common thing as well too, right? So I gotta say, I mean, I'm a big fan of Basil Hayden, so I do like Basil Hayden.
That's
so,
a good
that's a
bourbon.
good one. And
Yeah, Angels Glendee's good. Go ahead.
And it's also
I was gonna say, I'm a Scotch drinker. Oh, sorry.
Right now. Yeah, and
Go.
Basil Hayden
Someone else
because
go.
of the Fountains of Wayne song as well too, right? But hashtag just saying. So sorry, who was that? Was that Jane? You were saying? What's your favorite?
For me, it's something I have no business drinking whatsoever, but every once in a while I indulge. It is Kahlua and cream, my favorite drink.
That sounds good.
However, when I'm being sensible, I either take it straight like Hippie does, or I do a mix. And right now I am doing whiskey and 7-Up. That is my preferred for tonight, especially since today is the day before St. Patrick's Day. So to honor part of my Irish heritage, I'm doing the whiskey.
I like it. I absolutely like that. So, but all jokes aside, though, Dana, what about you? What's your favorite, Dana? You and
My
Robbie.
favorite drink?
Yeah.
Well, Robbie's is probably margaritas. I would say that's what his go-to is. I'm kind of like, I like a lot of different things, but if you said, Dana, you can have one drink for the rest of your life, it would probably just be a vodka martini with lots of olives.
Oh, vodka martini.
Ooh, that sounds
Shaken
good.
or stirred?
Yeah.
Shaken. I like the vodka to be a little bruised. I think it tastes better that way.
Dana, I am right there with you. What kind of olives do you prefer?
I just give me some green olives, and I don't care. They can be either, Spanish olives, or they could be Castellverna. I'm saying that wrong, but the Italian olives, I don't care. but I don't like a dirty martini because I think people make them way too dirty these days. I like to just have that little hit of brine. And so I always tell bartenders, I'm like, so however many the most olives you've ever put in a martini is, just double that.
Don't
And
they?
that and that's because when I was younger, so I was born in the 60s, and so martinis were huge back then. And so when my parents would have parties, I apparently would go around and eat the olives out of everybody's martini. And I think that's why that's my
That's
my
awesome.
go-to
That's why
drink.
your thing, right? So
Yeah.
interesting. What about you, Walter? What's something you like to imbibe on?
I like smoky things, so I like a really peaty Scotch that I'll drink straight. So like Lagavulin 16 years, one of my favorites.
Nice.
I also love any kind of cocktail that has mezcal in it.
Yeah.
So yeah, so like Palomas. I like a Bloody Maria, which is basically a Bloody Mary, but with mezcal instead.
Really?
And so yeah, it's yeah, that's generally what I tend to gravitate towards. And then sometimes if I'm in like a more standard bar and I don't really know what to order, sometimes I like to indulge in gin and tonics, like a classic G&T is something I enjoy.
Nice. So that's another good one here. So and all wonderful drinks, by the way, too. So I mean, it kind of makes me embarrassed to kind of say what kind of things I actually enjoy. I'm a little bit more of an IBA like a IBA standard kind of guy as well too, right? So things like Long Island iced tea is definitely one of my favorites. A mojito is some of my favorites.
Nice.
So
Mojitos are great.
yeah. I'm a very citrusy forward person, so I mean, maybe it's just because I'm so sour sometimes, but I do like a little acidity, you know. I mean, with my sweet. So I mean, hey, I mean, when I was in
That makes
university,
sense.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, when I was in university, the first drink I really kind of got into was Long Island iced tea. So I mean, no prizes are guessing for how that turned out as well too, right? But at least I mean, to say the least, I mean, I have grown up. My tastes have grown up just a little bit. You know what? Just a little bit. You know, right? Exactly. Just out of curiosity, how's my? I know I've heard about. I know that. Jana, how's my audio levels, by the way? So, sorry. Sorry, Mel.
Backstage, they sound okay. So
Am I loud enough though? Is that, I think that's because I think that my levels are a little low. That's what I've been hearing. So.
John, you may want to check what your
said-
volume is on OBS.
Yep. Okay.
so Robbie says it's fine.
Okay.
Although UPenn Gamer says you need to be louder, Robbie thinks you're fine. But
Let me just. I just have a pancake. I'm just cooking my pancake here, but let me just check my audio.
And Flutterbite says you're too loud.
You're
I
too
am
loud.
so confused.
Really, y'all? Come on. I mean, one.
I think
Is John saying anything now? Sorry.
Anyway.
Okay, so just so everybody else knows, I'm about 10 minutes out from finishing my dish. So
Cool.
I am pausing right now
Yep.
because the last thing I have to do is basically cook the fish and then let the rice finish cooking. And the rice has about 19 minutes to go.
Okay.
So I'm just going to chill for a minute and hang out with y'all.
All good. So I mean, I'm just.
Great.
I'm actually just finishing up my pancake here right now. So I mean, I can probably wrap and assemble probably in after my chicken is fried, which is going to take about another 10-15 minutes. I think I should probably be able to fry in a few more. I should be able to serve in about probably just a little bit over 3 o'clock my time as well too here. So I should be. I'm pretty far ahead as well too. So I should be good. So, all right.
Yeah.
Med
and I just
Dibs,
finished
do what you
wrapping
need to
my,
do. We
just
love
finished
you,
wrapping my egg
Med
rolls up, so we're ready to fry.
Oh, you're ready to fry? Okay, so I think we should be. I think I should be able to just finish everything, and I think we should be ready to go as well too here. But Walter, how are you doing right now? What about, and also Dana, how are you doing right now?
I am pickling some vegetables. They're all quick pickles, not like long marination or anything like that.
Very nice.
And then I have my mackerel now in the broiler, so that should be pretty
Nice.
quick.
Okay, so
And
you're
then the rice cooking. So yeah,
right, so your
the only
rice is
thing is
cooking.
hopefully the dashi stack will be done in time.
Oh,
But
I'm
I
sure
think
it will as well
I'll
too,
just
right?
probably cut it short a little. Yeah.
I have faith. I have faith you'll be ready in time. So I mean, I have faith that that we'll all be ready to eat very shortly here. So stay with us, Guy Fung. Again, I'm just gonna warm up my oil. I'm just gonna start warming up my oil. We're gonna start. I'm gonna start doing my fry of my chicken bites in about another. Well, once the oil's ready in about 5-10 minutes here. So. Once again, folks, if you're just coming in, welcome in. I just do want to introduce myself again. My name is John Leung. Yes, the veritable host of this collab this afternoon. So again, welcome in. If you've been before, welcome back. If you've never been before, welcome in. My friends are with us today. Hippie Wayfarer's here. Dennis Kitchen's here. Walter Mellon's here. Jane Henry is here. We are all making dishes that are less than $20 US or Canadian. Or less, and should be also be super filling as well too here. So that's the I didn't say that, but meals under $20 as part of our $20 meal challenge. If you are enjoying your time with us today, I'm hoping that this is going to be the first of many more collabs to come, and hopefully not only will the folks that are here today will join us again, but also new folks will also join us as well too. And I'm hoping next time we'll also be able to get Kenara back as well too here. So that's a big.
Yay!
So yeah.
So John, I'm going to jump in here
Yeah, go ahead.
and
Go ahead.
address Cirque's question.
Yeah, go ahead. Yes.
Gas or electric burners? Okay, so I grew up in a house that had gas burners, and I personally think that gas burners work much better than electric. Gas stoves, in my opinion, also work better than electric. However, the problem is having a gas stove in your house can lead to a number of health issues. So I was born an asthmatic, and it is entirely possible that that gas stove contributed to a lot of issues with my asthma, and my parents had no idea whatsoever.
Really?
So, as much as I love gas stoves, and as much as I've, talked to JD about moving
Broncola,
to a
welcome to the
house,
tea
an
house.
actual house that has gas stoves, for my personal health, I got to go with electric. So, there you go.
Go induction if you can.
Yep.
Induction.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. If you want the speed and control of a gas burner, and you need to use electric, induction's a pretty good alternative.
Yep.
That's a great idea. Thank y'all for sharing that. I didn't even think of it.
And one thing is too, because again, I work on induction, and y'all can see that I'm actually also working on induction right now. It does give you that really good temperature control. The only thing is that, especially for Chinese cooking, I can't fit a wok on it. That's the only thing I can't do, which is the greatest regret that I have when it comes to using an induction stove. So,
So you wouldn't be able to do like a flat bottom carbon steel wok?
I could, but the heat that I need to get the wok hay for like things like the beef ho fun just doesn't happen here. So
Oh, interesting. Because I've heard that the closest thing you could do is use an induction
Yep.
to get to the temperatures with if you're going electric, because it heats the whole pan, right?
It does. But the
okay.
Sorry, I'm just it's just something about like gas or like charcoal generating that wok energy or the wok hay that's just hard to replicate with electric. I just don't know how it is, but it's just because as someone who's Cantonese, we're very particular about our wok fried stuff, so that's why as well too. So
Yeah,
I will
only
note
thing I was gonna
that.
add- Go ahead, James.
Go ahead, Hippie. I'm sorry.
no worries.
I was just going to add that you're right about the flat bottom woks would do some of that, but it's kind of a specialized piece of hardware, and I don't know. I like my cast iron
That's
to do
true.
a lot of that frying. When you have it up on the sides, you get to cool, but even that's not as good as a wok. So I'm going to say for wok cooking, gas is best.
Yes, it is. I think Hippie is definitely right on that one here. it's just because I don't know what it is because cast iron's great, aluminum is great, but yeah, just induction it's just because for those of you who've actually if anyone's ever watched like I'm sure most of the people on the panel today has probably watched Jay Fi cook too, right? Jay Fi cooks. And everyone sees how her wok works as well too. Like she has a massive wok. For those of you who don't know who Jay Fi is, she's like a little tiny old Thai lady that has a food booth stall, like a street food booth stall in Bangkok, Thailand, where she wears ski goggles while the wok is like literally looks like Dante's Inferno. So it's that's how you make that wok food delicious. I guess that's probably the only way I can really put it. So,
A way to do it at home.
Yep.
I've been meaning to try it, but I think that's of all people, it's like Alex the French cooking guy YouTuber tried to figure out how to do it with like a gas. He had like a propane tank plus like a chimney starter and was trying to like replicate like the jet thing. Obviously, you want to do this outside, but that was something that he was trying to do, and I think he actually succeeded in it. But like, he spent like an entire year like trying to figure that out. Anyways, that's just yeah.
I will also
Well, I mean, he
note
was
that
doing it during
Alton Brown
COVID, and
did
he was,
something
he had to get the
similar.
hardware to build it. Like, he literally built a rig to do it. So, yeah, so it took him a while.
I mean, that definitely takes.
So-
takes a lot of work as well too, right? So I mean,
Yeah.
that's hashtag
Yeah.
dedication, right? So, sorry, Jane, you were saying?
Yeah.
I was saying, oh my goodness, Alton Brown did something similar with a very similar setup with, you know, the propane tank and the flames and the whole 9 yards. And then Kenji Alt Lopez figured out a way to do it on an electric stove.
Oh, interesting.
And I believe on induction as well. He does point out that you will not get all the way there the way you would with a gas stove, but you can at least get 80 to 90% of the way there. So that is something that I've been using. I have like a traditional steel wok, and then I have the fancy pants, you know, nonstick wok. So I have been sort of experimenting with them both. Also, I've been watching a lot of Chinese Cooking Demystified.
Yes.
So they have been teaching me about long yao, and to the point where I will watch one of their videos, or one of their more recent videos, and they will do a stir fry.
Yep.
And if they don't say long yao, I will start yelling at the screen. So yeah, I try to be cognizant of that as well, because John is right. If you don't have the wok hei as part of your dish, it's not the same. Your stuff boils. It's not the same.
Oh, 100% not the same.
Yeah. It's lacking that extra. I want to say it's like caramelization. It's like that. It lacks that extra caramelization. That, or almost like a charry kind of caramelization that you wouldn't get on just like a straight up pan fry as well too, right? So, I mean, yeah, you can.
It's like,
scientifically, what it is it's just it's basically the char, but just since you're constantly in motion, it's just little tiny specks of char everywhere. That's all it is. Yeah, but
It's
you know,
like
it's hard
trying
to do,
to do-
even an indoor gas stove. It's still hard to do because it's like not really hot enough to
No, it's
get
never
proper
going to be,
wok
right?
hei.
Yeah, no.
It's like trying to do barbecue in an oven as opposed to a grill. It's just,
100%.
you know, again, like you said, it's that
That's a
char
very
that
spot
really
on.
makes that flavor.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's a
great
very
way to
spot
put
on
it.
assessment.
Because in the oven you can't, because in the oven you don't have that like direct like fire as well too, right? Because fire, like actual like wood flame fire or whatever, like a very strong fire, will caramelize things a lot faster as well too, right? And in different ways than opposed to maybe say something like, I don't know, maybe an oven as well too, right? So, oh my God, Catherine, hold on, Tim. I'm trying to make sure that this chicken doesn't stick on my wok here. So I'm actually using a smaller fryer this afternoon here, so I keep it nice and easy for cleanup a little bit later as well too here. So looking great. Lord Talks, good to see you. Welcome in. I'm just taking a look to see if
Hi, Tox.
see
Good to
if
see you.
Dueling Photo Bites, Ladyware Fair. Again, welcome in everyone. Tastes like Monitor. Yes. Monitor. So staticky. Yes.
I've got about 5 minutes before my main dish is done, and I got about 5 minutes of fries. So let me know when.
Perfect. Yeah. So yeah, go ahead. I mean,
Let me
folks-
know when.
Yep. Yep. I mean, I'm just frying as well too. So I'm actually frying all my chicken. So I'm probably about 5 to 10 minutes out as well too here. So I should be. We should probably be able to plate up and get ready all together at the same time. So.
All right.
Cheers, Dana.
Cheers.
Oh, hey, wait.
And Megabytes,
talking
come on
marg-
over.
margs
We
already?
keep inviting you.
Exactly right. Yeah, Megabytes.
Dang,
Whenever
y'all
you get a
already
chance,
done.
come visit. Yes. Hold on. I'm also gonna get my right camera here. So hold on. It's fine. I'm just working on a single camera setup today here, so that's why. So never mind. All right. I'm gonna probably just crank up my heat to a lot higher here, so that we can get this chicken to be nice and crispy as quick as possible here. So I might actually might just not fry the whole thing right away here. So I'll probably just do a batch of it. So there we go. So my crispy chicken burritos should be or crispy chicken burritos should be ready very, very shortly here. So could probably also get my pickles over if I can. Oh, there it is. So I got some pickles left over from previously here. I do kind of want a sauce, but I'm gonna want to make a quick little sauce here. Actually, no.
I have a gin and tonic for you, Crawdad. Come on by.
Hey now.
Oh, you're gonna make a gin and tonic for Craw, but you're not gonna make one for me. Okay. Okay,
You didn't
Dana.
ask for one. You didn't ask for
Yeah,
one.
see?
I
Hey,
told
Dana,
you.
Dana, is that in your $20 budget?
All right.
The margarita is actually in my budget. Yes.
Very good.
Wow.
It cost as much as the food, but it was in the budget.
And John, I got you as far as the gin and tonic. In fact, I made my own specially flavored tonic. I put some dill in the tonic. So yeah. I got you.
Dill tonic? Ooh, love it. I'll have to come by. I'll
That
see if I
sounds
can
really
find
good.
my next flight down to California as quick as I can. As well too here, right? Alrighty. Okay. Oh man, I kind of wish actually not. I might probably my chicken's still just about to still frying here, so it's gonna take a few more minutes here. Might as well. Just gonna go grab myself a beer here. So grab the last beer and just gonna crack that open here. So because hey, I'm not gonna be I do have to work tomorrow, so I'm not probably gonna go get to party very much on St. Patrick's Day. But hey, we'll enjoy ourselves a little drink here while we're since we're all here, we're all family. Let's all
And St. Patrick's Day, I do have a lime, so there's green on my margarita.
So, folks, is anyone planning on doing anything for St. Patrick's Day? If I could, if I could, I would do some brisket, but I don't think that's happening right now. Yeah. So I might do some cold cannon instead and do a blend of turnip and potato along with the cabbage.
Nice.
Crawdad, St. Patrick's Day is tomorrow.
It is, yes.
It sneaked up on us.
It did.
Corned beef Irish tacos. I'm into it.
Anyone else doing
Well,
anything?
not
Ooh, love that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Ooh.
I've made those before you, Pin Gamer, and we made rye tortillas.
Yep.
So we made rye tortillas. We had corned beef tacos, and then we pickled some mustard seeds to put on there, along with it was great. So good.
I actually remember.
I need to make those again.
Seeing that stream actually. Now I'm not just
I think it was the
now.
first stream you were. I think it was one of the first streams you were in of mine.
I think so.
Because you were like corned beef tacos. Because like for several streams you were like, "Hey, Dana's Kitchen makes corned beef tacos."
Yes. Hey, that's the only thing okay.
Rye tortillas.
It was literally the first thing I could remember. That was like one of my first memories of you, okay? I mean, cut me some slack on that one, okay?
You know, when I first started, everybody thought I was Dana's TV. Like several people were like, "Oh, we love Dana's TV," and they were like, Kanara was like on and on about. I was like, "Okay, that's not me." So hopefully you'll like me too, as much as you like Dana's TV.
Yeah. I believe Dana TV because there's Dana's Kitchen and Dana TV, which is like, and I'm not.
She's healthy. Mm-hmm. She runs.
Well, yeah. But hey, you're still wonderful, though. I mean, you're not still wonderful. You are wonderful. Okay. I mean, what?
Even with my shirt.
Yeah, even with your shirt. Ugh. You had to go there, didn't you? You just had to go there, didn't you, Dana? You just had to go there.
I saw this shirt, and the first thing I thought was, gotta have that at some point. I'll be able to wear that when I'm hanging out with John. So
And now you've done it. Mission accomplished. Mission accomplished. Good job. All right, hold on. We're just gonna drop some more of this chicken here. So I'm just gonna drop the rest of this chicken here. So, and I gotta stop. I can't stop. I can't be laughing like an idiot while I have hot oil in my hand here. So there's me a second. Oh, geez, Louise. All right, just gonna fry up the rest of these chicken and should be ready in a few seconds here. So
I see.
I'm hoping I'm not the last to ready to plate here.
I
So
haven't even
that's
tried it yet.
that's the most.
Oh, I 100% will be, John. Don't worry.
There you go. So how much?
I'm waiting for my. Oh, fuck.
Ooh, careful.
I'm almost there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So Kippy, you're almost there. I mean, I think how much are you? How far out are you though, Walter? Like, are you probably about another 10, 20 minutes? I think.
Yeah, somewhere in that range.
Oh, okay, 10, 20. That should be good. So we could probably wait. We can give it a wait here, and we can. So as we and Guy Fong, for those of you just here in the chat, if you're just wondering why I keep saying the word Guy Fong, it is a name. It's a Cantonese word for neighbor. So which is the name of my community. So whenever someone's in food and drink, seriously, I just call them Guy Fong. So it's a I don't want to say it's a turn of phrase. It's what's it called? It's a habit now. It's a habit. So
Shut up and take my money.
UPenn Gamer gifted
I'm not
Crawdalt a
swearing in
membership.
Cantonese, I swear.
UPenn Gamer gifted a tier 1 sub to Crawdalt. They have given 30 gift subs in the channel.
Oh, God.
First one goes in.
All right, let's go. Hold on. My chicken is stuck on the bottom here, so I'm just gonna need to kind of play a little bit of a give a little bit of a pushy push as we're here. So my oil is actually hot enough, so it's just like my batter's just a little bit on the my batter's just a little bit on the more liquid side. That's why it's a little bit more stuck on the bottom here. So I think we should be looking pretty good to go here. So as long as the chicken is cooked, I think we should be fine. So I'm gonna take a quick peek here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hot.
My tech guy is doing something with the television over there.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Something happening over there, Dana?
I don't know.
All right, hold on.
I think he's putting the stream up there.
Ooh, very nice.
All right, that's cool.
I think I could probably.
So, did you guys? So I remember a couple of years ago, somebody in my community wanted me to make spaghetti tacos from iCarly.
Yes.
Wait, what?
So, have you guys have heard of those spaghetti tacos?
No,
Yes.
please elaborate.
Yeah, so basically when you go and you look up spaghetti tacos and you look up iCarly spaghetti tacos, it's like a American Italian type pasta spaghetti and then they eat it in a taco. And I tasted it and I was like, no. So today, the Fideo Secco is pasta and you put it in a taco. I mean, you can eat just a plate of it, but they also put it into tortillas and eat it like a taco. So I'm thinking maybe that's where the idea came from because who else? Why? That's all. Why?
I think it's just kind of like one of those whimsical. I mean, iCarly's a kid's show, right? I mean, iCarly's like a Nick's show, so I mean, like it's what a kid would imagine as well, too, right? I mean, when I was growing up, honestly, I would have thought of that too. But now that we're actually talking about it, though, that actually kind of makes me think of an idea of potentially pad Thai shrimp tacos.
Ooh, that would probably be good.
That might actually work. Actually, I might even think that might actually work. The only thing is just making the turning those rice noodles into a rice noodles into the tortillas. That's probably the biggest challenge. But it's like, how do you get
I,
to the?
I think the biggest challenge is making sure when you're making a taco with different flavors than like what you find in Mexico and Latin America is finding the right tortilla to go with it. So like when I did corned beef, I added rye to the tortillas and they were delicious, right?
Oh yeah.
So if you're making something and you're mixing and you're doing like Korean tacos, which I love, and
yes.
some other things, making sure that you're picking the right tortilla, that you're not just going and buying something off the shelf, but you're putting the right flavors inside the tortilla. Because I hate it when tortillas are just there as a vehicle. I like them when they add something to the dish, like flavor wise.
No,
I
Yes,
100%
exactly,
agree with that.
Crawdad. A tortilla with more flavor in it, exactly.
right? Because it's kind of like a soccer team, right? Everybody has to pull their weight from the goalie to the striker, right? I mean, so
Yes.
if one is just a vehicle, I mean that's what I believe they call a passenger, right? So and on a good dish, I don't think there should be any passengers. But maybe that's just me, though. Maybe that's just me that I feel like that's the thing, too. So, hey, welcome, Moo Bear. Yes, the stream's doing well. How are you, my friend? Welcome in.
Hi, Mocha. Welcome.
I am just currently frying some chicken here right now. So I was frying the chicken here. So
Howdy, Mokum.
it's really good here. So perfect. So we're just waiting for the. I'm just waiting for the chicken, and I think we should be able to assemble very shortly here. So I am also just going to keep my sauces pretty easy tonight here. I'm probably just going to do I mean, I could do hoisin, but I could also just do some. I'm kind of feeling lazy today. I'm kind of feeling a little. I would be making a sauce, but I'm still kind of like half eyeing the tech the tech things for a collab today. So that's why I'm just going to do a little bit of chili oil should be absolutely fine this evening here. So anyway, okay, I'm still waiting for this chicken to get a little color here. So that should be fine here. Yeah.
9 of 12. 9 of 12 made a Reuben pierogi and rolled caraway seeds into the dough. That sounds delicious.
That does sound.
I have a personal friend who's 9 of 10.
9 of 10.
9 of 10, but this is 9 of 12.
Oh yes, 9. Good to see you. Welcome in. Hey. One of the members of the Guy Fong as well too. So I was like, yeah. So this is why I probably should be reading the chat a little bit more. So,
Yeah, sorry if I haven't been reading chat at all.
I mean, we do our best.
I'm trying to play catch up right now.
Oh, it is. Honestly, I mean, it's like at a certain point when you're trying to focus on a million things, it's just like, you know what, you can only do so much here. So.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
So, Hippie, what are you frying again?
Oh, yes.
These are the Irish spring rolls, egg rolls, Irish egg rolls.
Irish egg rolls. Let's go.
Right.
They got corned beef, a cabbage, shredded carrot, and potato wrapped in a spring roll batter or shell.
Let's go. That's exciting. All right. So, all right, and Jane, I think Jane, you're just chilling out right now. I think your Kakoto is almost ready to go. I think, or is it almost ready to as well?
It is almost ready. I am. The fish is almost done,
Yep.
and my topping is ready. The rice is staying warm right now.
Nice.
So we shall see what happens next. So that yes, this is my clay pot fish.
All right. The clay pot fish is ready. I'm just waiting for my tacos to fry, the chicken to fry. I think the last I heard, I think Walter's just making his soup, getting his soup ready. Hippie's just about is getting ready to fry his egg rolls, and the fideo on Dana's side is almost ready as well too. So yeah, so we're looking fantastic here. So I'm kind of excited to see if any of us actually met the target. Well, I'm pretty sure all of us met the target. So, but I'm kind of curious as to how much all of our dishes end up being in a few minutes here. So, so stay tuned for that, Guy Fong. We're gonna find out if all of us made the target. All right.
Well, I still have to do some maths. I'm like mentally keeping track of like how much soy sauce and stuff I'm using.
Oh yeah.
So hopefully I haven't gone over in just pure seasoning liquids.
Honestly,
But
I mean,
we'll
you can
see.
do that as well too, right? I mean, when I did mine, I mean, I just slapped. I kind of based it on how I did it when I was in school. When they taught me how to, when we were doing budgeting and everything. I mean, they just they assumed a 3%, 3% for condiments. And then I also added about 15% on top for like things like electricity and power and things and water and things like that too. So that's why I got. That's why when I did my numbers, I did an 18%. So that's what I did. So, but hey,
That stuff is
See,
free,
are you doing
John.
it
I
for
don't
the
know what you're
challenge?
talking about.
I know, right? Electric. I mean, calculating electricity, rent, and everything. I mean,
Oh, God.
I know, right? I mean, what was I even thinking, right? What was I thinking, right, Dana? What was I even thinking?
Exactly. This
Oh.
is not a restaurant. At a restaurant, you got to figure those things in.
I know,
But
right?
at home,
But oh well.
you got to eat.
Exactly, right? But hey, what's happened has happened. I mean, I can't go back and change the past. So, but whatever. I mean, right? So, actually, now that we have a moment, I know that some of y'all are chilling. What's everybody got planned for the next couple weeks? By the way, okay. Again, if you want to just take a little time and talk about some of the streams that you have, any kind of major events you have coming up, you let's do it. Let's see what kind of plans y'all have as well too here. So what kind of things y'all up to on your streams in the next coming little bit as well too.
Me.
Yes.
Go, go, go.
Me.
Go.
We've got a bunch of streamers coming down to Texas, and we're gonna hang out for a couple of days and have a party at my house.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna be streaming with some people in my kitchen on Sunday. So that is 2 weeks from today. And then 5 days after that, I'm leaving with Randy Roy to go to the UK, south of France, and northern
Oh, you're heading
Italy.
out. Okay.
Wow.
See you in a
Nice,
couple weeks.
Dana.
So Dana's got some friends coming over, and then also having like a nice romantic vacation with Robbie here. So that's exciting.
Oh, is it a romantic vacation? Is this Marry Me Tacos, Robbie?
No comment.
What? Whoops! I did.
Yeah,
Well, I wasn't. Well, I didn't mean to say that. Whoops! Did I just say that out loud? Whoops!
John.
Hey! Don't you at me, hippie. I was only just trying to help. Okay, just trying to help. Okay. Okay. Now we got you, hippie. What do you got planned for the next couple weeks here? Besides, of course, going to visit Dana in Texas.
Yeah, we're going to crash the pad and sort of tear up Texas for a couple days.
Ooh, very nice.
And also, keeping the faith and keeping going. We've got a couple streams planned. Like I talked about earlier, we're doing UK food, so I've got some things planned, making some bangers and a few other things that are traditional. And just taking care of the family, so to speak. It's kind of what's going to be taking us up for a bit.
Nothing wrong with that. I mean, holding down the fort, that's all good. Walter or Jane, if either one of you want to kind of tell us a little bit about what kind of things y'all have coming up live on your communities.
I guess what I've been participating in,
Yep.
I don't know if you guys have seen, but like Saren, who has been in chat, and Tox, who also have been in chat, have been doing kind of like a monthly baking club or like culinary club called The Labyrinth / Kitchen Gladiators. And so I've been kind of like regularly participating in that. So actually it was just this past Friday I just did like this month is brown bread. And when you're asking like, oh, what are you doing for St. Paddy's Day? I guess that's the closest thing is we've been doing is that like a lot of us have been making brown bread and then taking that bread and then trying to turn it into something else.
Nice.
And so, yeah, so I still have that step to do of the taking it into something else. But yeah, that's really the only plans I have right now in terms of just cooking streams. I kind of like play it by ear.
Nice.
But yeah, so anyways, if anyone's interested, that's something that it's like amongst any cooking streamers. You don't even have to be a streamer. Like people are more than welcome to participate if they'd like. So I thought I'd give a shout out to that.
No worries.
So,
I think I'll probably jump in on that as well too here, so very shortly too. So.
Oh, cool! That's
Jane,
awesome. Yeah.
What about you, Jane?
Nothing special, really. we are just winging it as we go. My next stream will probably be a cleaning the fridge and the freezer kind of stream. So I'm going to try, well, I found a really interesting recipe for casserole, a keto-friendly casserole. So we'll see how that goes. And for y'all who don't know, I'm a diabetic, so a lot of what I tend to make is actually keto-friendly. In fact, the fish that I'm making is mostly keto-friendly. The only non-keto-friendly part is the rice. So I'm using a small amount of that. So we will see how it goes. Also, thank you, Pure Cynical, for the subscription. You're amazing. And this is not the miso black cod that I made on Tuesday. This is a different black cod recipe. This is clay pot black cod, but I'm using a Dutch oven. So there you go. Lord Velos approves of the keto friendly. That's nice.
Awesome.
Yes, and diabetic friendly most of the time.
Perfect. All right, so I guess it's my turn now. So I guess I do wanna. How do I begin here? So it's kind of hard to believe, but so not this week, but on March the 25th, I will be celebrating 5 years of streaming on Twitch. I am very shocked.
Congrats.
I know. I mean, I don't even know that. I didn't even think that I was ever going to last that long as well, too. Right? I thought I was going to be done after maybe say 1 or 2 years after the pandemic. But I've been through so many things on my with my community, the Guy Fawkes clan. I mean, it's just honestly, it's just like. It's been a journey, and honestly, in the next week or so, on my streams, so not the ones that are hosted by my mom, or featuring my mom, which is usually our Thursday night streams. On the streams when I'm by myself, so like Sundays and Tuesdays, up until the 22nd, until the 20.
Uh-oh.
Did he just go out?
Yeah, I don't hear John anymore. Does anybody else?
John, you're muted.
John, you're muted. No.
John, we don't hear you.
John, you're muted.
Sorry, sorry. I heard you. I heard you talking smack about me, Dana. I heard you. I may be muted, but I can still hear you. You know that, right? I mean, I can still hear you. You know that, right?
I don't know. I don't troll people at all.
Oh,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, no, you don't. I mean, there's some people in the chat that does that. That does that for us, right? Anyway, so where was I as well too? So I was just mentioning, yes. So this Tuesday, we're gonna be recreating my very first ever stream back in 2020. We're gonna be making wonton noodle soup. And then on Thursday, I'm not totally sure what my mom's doing. On Thursday, next Sunday, I think this time next week, I believe we'll be doing soup dumplings to recreate the first time ever, the 2021 Food and Drink Week. My first front page for that one, and then on the 25th, I think we're gonna do some. I'm still having to think about what we're gonna do for the day proper, and then and then the celebrations continue on afterward for me. We're gonna be celebrating my birthday on the 31st, so that's the. So I know it's. I started my stream on 2020 about 6 days before my birthday, not even realizing it, and then my stream and I are kind of almost like our birthdays are almost like this close now. So I guess we can do a 2-week celebration of not just the stream, not just the Guy Fawkes, but also yours truly as well too, right? So anyway. Yeah, sure, Kanara. Yeah. Sure, you don't troll. You and Rexus. You and Rexus, I tell you. Anyway, but that's kind of what I'm up to. And folks, if you haven't followed not just all the other streamers, but also myself, please make sure you smash those follow buttons before we start eating here, or whatever as well too, right? So anyway, so hoping y'all are enjoying the time that we have today as well too here. So again, thank you so much, everyone, and thank you. And again, I know there's been some follows. Thank you again for all those follows as well too here. So all right, so. I think my chicken is ready. I think I'm ready to go. I mean, how's everybody looking here right now? Are we ready for plate?
I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting.
I'm plating.
You're plating? Okay.
I'm plating.
I'm
Well
I'm gonna start plating
then.
too. So we're gonna be ready to go. I'm gonna start plating too.
Same.
There we go. So, all right, I'm gonna get my camera up here. I'm gonna start by putting some herbs on my pancakes here. So I'm just got some little bit of mint and cilantro. So, yeah, again, if you don't like cilantro, you can just swap it with whatever greens you have, like even like mixed greens or like lettuce or whatever. So seriously, it's like no big deal. So. All right, we're looking good here. So, and then again, just gonna get a little bit of our chili oil. So just a little chili oil on the bottom.
So I apparently am very skilled at screwing up rice, even in a rice cooker.
Wait, what?
However, yes, I have. It's a gift, man. It's a gift. I can sing, I can dance, I can preach, and I can screw up rice in a rice cooker. However, this time my gift failed me, and I'm so grateful.
I mean, hey, that's never a bad thing.
I will take it.
Take the dub and run. All right, hold on. I'm gonna also get my pickles here.
And I'm going to switch cameras so you guys can see what I'm actually doing.
I've got some pickled carrots here.
And Pure, who is that question aimed for?
Yep. So if you have a specific question for one of us, again, please feel free to make sure, or all of us can answer as well too. But I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
I was going to say that sounds like a rice question about the rice. Yeah. Ooh, it worked.
When it comes to rice, actually, does anyone actually add anything to their rice? Besides seasoning, like salt and pepper and things like that. Does anyone actually add oil to theirs? Because as a Cantonese person, we don't. So I mean, and I always find it a little bit weird that anyone actually adds like oil or butter to their rice as well too. So I don't know. Maybe
I like to toast. I like to toast the rice for some recipes before I cook it. So then I'll add some sort of oil to it to get a little bit more toasty flavor on it.
Nice.
If mine is going to be for like a savory dinner, I'll put beef stock instead of water, and then sometimes add turmeric and saffron if it applies.
Nice. So actually, because I've actually just recently, and this is something I recently learned, probably about 3 or 4 years ago. One of the last restaurants I worked at. If anyone's ever looking to add some flavor, everybody knows what kombu is, right? The kelp. Yes.
Yep.
Add a piece of kelp into your rice at the like before you cook it. So if you cook it on a rice cooker, slap a piece of kombu in there, like probably like a 1 or 2 inch piece of kombu in there. Yeah, it's gonna add an extra. You're not gonna taste it immediately, but you're gonna get that extra umami oomph, which is really delicious. So if you haven't done it yet. Especially if you're doing like sushi, it's also great for that as well too. So if you're doing sushi rice, it's also great for that as well too. So just a bit of a quick little tip that I learned when I was when I was still working in the industry as well too. So
Kombu, okay.
Oh man, there you go.
Yeah, kombu is great. I just literally used some to make my my dashi, which is a key ingredient in dashi. Yeah.
Exactly, and hey, it's a good way to reuse your dashi too, because. Dashi, your kombu, if you're using kombu, it actually can be used multiple times. So you don't have to throw it away after the first one. You can use it multiple times. So you can just use that and just slap it onto your rice next time as well too. And apparently, you're not going to taste it's not going to be as subtle. It's not going to be it's not going to be like a very nonchalant thing. It's just gonna be it's gonna be subtle, but you will definitely taste a little extra seasoning to it as well too. So, all right, I'm gonna get my the burritos on top here, my crispy chicken pancake burritos, and there it is. So my dish is ready to go. All right. Let me see.
Well, John, you didn't tell us to start plating.
Yes, he did.
It's okay. That was me who just started doing it, but I'm still plating because I have so many components to what I'm making.
Nothing wrong with that. Are you?
Yeah.
Dana, are you trying to gaslight me? Are you trying to gaslight me right now? Is that what
No, I never actually try. Try is a tough word.
Try? Oh, so you're not just trying. You are actually. Okay. So.
He's already plated.
Do or do not. There is
so,
no try.
Then.
So we do
That's
have,
right.
So Guy Fong, we have a confession in the chat. So Dana is trying to gaslight us here. But anyway. So
I'm gonna taste these.
there you go, folks. Hey, ooh, look at that, Guy Fong. Hey, who's in the chat right now? Oh, George's hot sauce is in the chat, everyone.
Hey,
Hey,
George.
George.
Absolute legend himself is in the chat. So welcome in, George. How have you been? I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you, my friend. And also, Megabytes is in the chat. Megabytes and Serendipix was also in the chat as well too. So let's not forget them. And also Silver G's
Great
in the chat
food
too.
content for your test.
We have a lot.
A lot of amazing food and drink streamers are hanging with us tonight too. So again, welcome in everyone. So all right, let me see. I'm gonna move Walter's screen down a little bit
I'm
so I
making
can
a
see.
mess over here.
Nothing wrong with that. So I think wow. I think we're just I think we're just waiting for Dan. We're just waiting for Dana now. So
Nope, I'm done. I'm ready.
All right.
Well,
I mean, all our plates are up.
doing
I
one
mean,
final plug.
show us your plate, Dana. Show us your plate.
Well, that's my tech guy. If you can't see it.
Oh,
there we go.
Okay, there you go, Guy Fong.
Oh
Whoa,
man.
Guy Fong, look at
That's
that.
stuff on my hand.
Look at that. All right. So,
Ooh.
all right. Well, so let's
That's good.
go around for those of you just for the benefit of people who are just coming in. I'm just gonna go around the horn. Who wants to go introduce their dish? Who wants to introduce their dish first?
Am I going the wrong way? I am. I'll go first. That's
go for
fine. Can you guys hear me? Okay.
Oh, we can hear you.
So what I have here,
geez.
what I have here is a whole wheat tortilla, and I can already tell I probably need to add a little more lard to it next time. We have fideo secco, so it looks like this in the pan. It's a pasta, and it's really good. I tasted the pasta. And then we have some zucchini that I just put some butter and olive oil, and then we melted some Parmesan and cotija on. And then I've got a salsa tatamata. So I roasted some vegetables. I roasted, let's see here, tomatoes and onion and garlic and peppers. And then we put it in the blender, added a little lime juice and cilantro to it. And then we have margaritas. And I'll tell you, here's the breakdown as far as the cost goes.
Yep.
The 2 margaritas cost about $7.31 total. So it was a big chunk of our of our budget there, right? I went shopping today to buy the pastas, tomatoes, garlic, onion, poblano, serrano, potato, and avocado. It came to $4.45 because I had a coupon. If you take the coupon away, it was $7.45.
Yep.
Then I had a zucchini that was about 68 cents. I figured I used about 39 cents of the whole wheat flour, about 20 cents of the lard. I made my own chicken stock, so it was free because it was stuff that I would have thrown away if I hadn't made chicken stock from it. About 15 cents worth of cilantro, about 69 cents of lime juice. So all in all, with everything all together, with the coupon, came to $13.87.
Wow.
If I didn't have
Wow.
the coupons, it would have been $17.87.
Very nice. Very nice.
So
All right.
So let's see if we can get Robbie Randy Roy over here and we'll try it.
There it is. So
What am I-
y'all can, so yeah, go ahead and eat. Who wants to go next to introduce their dish?
I'll give it a shot, John.
Go for it.
All right. What we made here today was cottage pie
Yep.
with beef, which is the proper way to make it. And we have some corned beef egg rolls that have been fried. The egg rolls themselves, including the cost of oil, even though it's used, a time and again is $5.93. So that's for 7 of these. And I have plenty of egg rolls left over.
Nice.
For the cottage pie, which is, where is my cottage pie? It ran off. Oh my God.
Oh, hello.
There it is. Okay.
Nice.
Zero
This is what's
underscore smasher
left
underscore
of the
zero.
cottage pie.
Welcome to the tea house.
That was $7. Oh, wait, hold on. Those two sounded awfully similar. Yeah, it was $5.93 for the egg rolls, $7.97 for the cottage pie. That's including the beef stock, even though I used my own chicken stock, so I just threw that in there at $1.
Wow.
So all totaled, I'm about $16.85.
Nice. So you got it. Awesome. Awesome.
So you would have had enough to make yourself a drink, hippie. Come on.
Well, that's the Guinness in the fridge.
I mean, what could you make? What could you make for $4 though, Dana? So we can.
Well, I made 2 margaritas for $7.31.
Wow.
So you could make a
impressive.
margarita for under $4.
Interesting. I don't know. I'm just doing my own math right now too, but I'll reveal mine at the the last here. So, all right. So who's next here, Walter or Jane? Who wants to go next?
I'll go next.
Okay, go for it, Jane.
So for mine, this is my wannabe clay pot cod. With the, and like I said, I did it with a Dutch oven. So what I did was I calculated it solely based on the things that I had to buy for this recipe. So the mint that I bought, this stuff right here, that was $1.39. The cucumber that I bought was $1.69, and technically I should only be counting half of each of those because I didn't use the whole thing. The cod itself was $13, but I only used half of it, so that's about $6.50. So my total for this was $9.58. And if you add in the amount of rice that I used, that's like an extra $1.50. So my total was $11.08.
Wow. A fish dinner for $11. That's nuts. All right. So.
Wow.
So and with all those herbs as well too, so which is absolutely amazing. So, but now I think Walter. What about you? What you get?
Okay, I still have to do the calculations after everything, but I think I should be under budget. We'll see. But
Okay.
basically, I just made a spread of a bunch of different pickled vegetables.
Okay.
And I had grilled mackerel. So the mackerel itself was only like $3.09 the whole piece, and that creates 4 servings. Because I wasn't sure with this $20 challenge if I wasn't sure how many servings I was making, so I was trying to calculate for 4 servings. But I have so I have the mackerel here. I have grilled stir fried burdock. This is actually multiple servings. When I was plating up, I wasn't thinking about like exactly, clearly some of these are not for one person to eat.
Of course. Right?
And then I also have miso soup, which I made this stock using so I used all of the mackerel basically, except for the guts. So I kept the head, I kept the tail, and then I kept the fish bones, and then I added some kombu and I made a stock out of it. And then I added miso after I was done, and then a little bit of baby seaweed. Let's see what else I have. I have kind of marinated perilla leaves, which are kind of like mint leaves almost. It's like a Korean vegetable. I just really like them. It's a very refreshing flavor, but it's just a little gochujara, which is like Korean red peppers, and a little bit of garlic, and then soy sauce. And then I have minarai or Japanese parsley, with a little onion, a little rice vinegar, and then a little more gochujara. And then I have cucumbers that are also just pickled with just garlic and gochujara. And then I have tofu with just a little baby spinach, a little sesame seed oil, a little bit of soy sauce, and then I have some onions also on the side pickled with a little rice vinegar. Oh, and then I randomly have natto. So I should mention that some of these things I think I was able to do under budget because some of this stuff was on sale. Like the tofu was only on sale for 99 cents for the whole pack. The natto, I had like a 3-pack of natto that was on sale for 99 cents.
Natto for 99 cents. That's insane. That's actually
it's just like randomly on sale. So I'm like, I'll take that. That's actually how I ended up, because I was like, I know I'm going to do mackerel, and I wasn't sure if I was going to go Mediterranean or Japanese.
wow.
And I did it. I determined what I was going to make
Mhm.
by just seeing what was on sale. And so that's the kind of the route I went.
Yeah.
And then the most, obviously I have one egg, which you can add or not add, which you would crack raw, add it to your steamed rice, and then mix with the natto, which I actually am going to do right now.
That's amazing. Ooh, awesome. That's amazing. So we'll get your number a little bit later. So that's but
Yeah,
still
I'm
looks
going to have to do some math. Yeah,
That's,
but basically, it's very traditional to so natto is like fermented soybeans. It's
Mhm.
kind of sticky.
Yeah.
And then you just mix it in with your rice.
Yeah. It's
And you add a cracked egg for effect and
perfect.
flavor.
Look at that.
And
Wow.
that is
Best breakfast ever in the history of it. Also, I'm going to
Yeah.
point out, diabetic friendly
Yep.
if you use a diabetic friendly rice. Just saying.
Oh yeah, I use brown rice. I don't know if that's diabetic friendly, but I went with brown rice to be healthier. So
Ooh, brown rice too.
Yeah.
Okay. I see you. You're pulling out all the stops here. Well done on that. And I think I
Okay.
also note as well too. I think Japanese breakfasts kind of do look like this, and they're incredibly healthy. So I mean, that looks like
yeah.
an incredibly
Yeah,
healthy
that was
bread.
the other thing that I wanted to be was like I was aiming for something that was healthy also because I think there's always this stigma that healthy food is not cheap, and
Oh,
I think
know,
it's
right?
entirely possible to do.
Mhm.
And so yeah, because I thought of because the first thing that I thought of, since being originally from Michigan, I'm like, oh, I could just make a casserole, right? And casseroles are delicious and they are stick in your stomach delicious, but they're not the healthiest thing in the world. So I thought
Yeah.
maybe I should try to aim for something that yeah. So that's what I did.
That's okay. You know what? Hey, you did the. I mean, hey,
Yeah.
you. At the end of the day, here's the thing. You can. I mean, when it comes to the $20 challenge, you're making things that you like to eat. You want to eat, right? I mean,
Mhm.
you're making something
Oh,
that
I
you
love
don't
casseroles
want to
too.
eat.
Don't get me wrong.
So you're making
Yeah.
something you don't want to eat. Seriously, what's the pardon my French? What's the fucking point, right? I mean, you're just making it for
Yeah.
someone else. I mean, you're eating it. You're stuck eating it, and you don't like to eat it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a waste of $20 no matter what as well too, right? So that's probably
Yeah, exactly.
So, and you're enjoying
This
it.
will cost me several meals, because obviously I made more than just one portion. I've got
Mhm.
4 other equally sized slabs of mackerel.
That's
yeah.
oh man,
Anyways.
I love mackerel. Not everyone loves mackerel, but you know what? Hey, I mean, it's a
Oh,
good fish. If you
mackerel is-
if you can get past that strong oily fishiness, it's an amazing thing. But anyway, that's a big thing.
Well, and the way I got around it is I added a little rice vinegar to kind of cut it. Normally I would use sake, but I was trying to keep the cost down, so
all right, perfect.
no sake.
Nice. You know, hey, that's okay. That's
So.
okay. So I guess it's my turn now. I guess I probably have to say mine's a little bit mine's a little bit basic. Again, I want to keep it a little simple. This is what we call the bokchang burrito. So I'm taking a lot of southern Chinese, so not just from Guangdong, but also from a place called Qiuzhou and Fujian. So a little bit of Taiwanese and Cantonese influences. I do have some pickles that I use, which is I'd say about $1, $2. So the pancake itself is cornstarch and flour, which comes to about $1. I'm estimating around $1.20. I'm not. My numbers are going to be a little rough. The garlic chives or the Chinese chives they use, I'm estimating around 80 cents. An egg is about 50 cents right now. By the way, I'm also quoting all these in everyone else's prices are quoted in American dollars. I'm quoting in Canadian dollars, by the way. So I'm actually in Canada. The chicken was left over, but if I count that, it would be about $2.50. Pickles, I did that already. I also added a slice of bacon in there to add a little crisp. That I would say that's about another 70 cents. And the way I calculate it, again, I did mention it earlier that I was going to tack on an 18% for what we call home overhead and seasoning. So for that, I came up to around. So I mean, these do look small, but they are actually pretty big. I mean, one person could probably eat one of these. I would say probably. At the moment, my estimate is around $11. So $11 for 3 portions. So like three of these bad boys. So I guess, I mean, it depends on how many people you want to serve. But for 2 people, I'm pretty sure you can probably eat 1.5 of these and you'll be incredibly full. Well, especially with the crispy chicken. And also threw in my harp as well too, which is about $2.50. So I'm estimating around 14, 15, so 13, 14 Canadian dollars. So which I don't know what the exchange rate is in American. So I think I made it. So I think I made it. So I think we all made it. So which is probably the most important part. So again, thank you so much for everybody as well too. So thank you for. Thank you for doing that. And you can eat more than half one of those at a time. They are big. I mean, let me just looking at it right now. Yeah, these are very big. If these were snack size, I would probably do like smaller pieces of chicken. But when you're doing fried chicken bites, you know, I mean, you got to go big or go home, right? Because you're not when it comes to chicken bites, you don't want to like little hand pecked pieces as well too, right? You want the whole deal, right? Let's take a bite though. All right. Let's go switch over to my camera. Oh,
Looks like it's tasting time, y'all.
good. Absolutely. Get in, everyone.
Is it? I'm sorry. I'm trying to quickly do the math here for mine. So we'll see if I can get it before you guys finish.
Dig in, everyone.
Sorry,
I mean,
we got
Robbie's
invaded
off
here.
eating a second helping of it off camera, so I guess it was good. He was over there going. I was like, yes, go ahead. You can have more right now.
Was it giving you the? Oh, sorry. Was he giving you the "I can has more" kind of look? Like
Yes.
the cheeseburger look?
Yes, well, now we're on helping 3, so.
I'm gonna try mine by itself, and then I'm gonna try it with the sides, with the
Oh my
cucumber
God,
and rice.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to tell you, like, I love the zucchini because it was like creamy on the inside, but just a little crispy on the outside with the cheese. So it was really good. And while I didn't like spaghetti tacos, iCarly spaghetti tacos, this has the right flavor profile to be in this tortilla. I think I need more salt in the tortillas and a little more lard, but other than that, I loved everything that was here.
I mean, here's the thing. Everything happens for a reason. Now you know, right? I mean, because nothing is ever nothing is ever final, right? I mean, no, even either the finalists of draft on any of my essays are ever the definitive answer as well too, right? So, but you know, hey, now you know as well too, right? So. Wait, I see there's a dog, apparently. Where's the dog? I don't see the dog here, Flutter Rice. I don't see the dog.
We have been invaded here, so we have mischief running around.
I thought the raptor had been loose as well too, so that's why. So.
Yeah, our mischief is in doggy jail, so.
Oh, good. Okay. So
Yeah.
it's like, wait.
It's okay. He got treats. He's fine.
It's good. So perfect. Oh, hey. Oh, Guy Fong again. Didn't even. I just wanted to also notice there's another legend of food and drink in the chat as well too. Teens TV is in the chat too, everyone. So that absolute Australian legend out of Melbourne, amazing. Guy Fong. If you haven't had a chance to check them out, please also give them a follow. I haven't seen them in a while, so but again, it is great to see you, Teens. How have you been? Good to see you, my friend. Welcome in.
Thank you for not having sabotages, because I'm pretty sure they would have been directed my way.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I feel like me and Walter and Hippie might draw some of your fire, but hashtag just saying. So, or actually, you know what? Funny. I know Kenara's still in chat right now. I feel like Kenara will probably catch a lot of the. We'll probably catch a few strays here and there as well too. So
yes.
Kenara will definitely catch all of it. So.
I got lucky the last time I was participating in that, and I got a sabotage. I could only cook with one hand. I had recently had surgery on my hand, so I had been forced to cook with one hand for like 3 weeks. So I'm like, hey, I can do this.
You're like, okay.
I am good right now.
Nice. You gotta love perfect timing, right? All right. I just got a piece of bacon in my mouth here. So, Kenara also mentioned in the chat as well too. For those of you here in the food and drink category for the first time, we also do have. Kenara has actually started a petition in the user voice, Twitch user voice, to again, yes, right now the Twitch Food and Drink Club is kind of what we call unofficial. We are going to try to make it official with our friends over at Twitch. If you haven't signed this, this petition yet, user voice petition yet, the link has just been posted. Please go sign it up. That will be absolutely wonderful because again, the more voices we can get to support that idea, the better we are going to be to hopefully make the Food and Drink Club a reality in the year. Sorry, go ahead.
And put some lovely comments in there, not just vote, but put something fabulous in there because I don't know about everybody else, but I get an email, so I know every time somebody puts something in there, I get to go and read what they say about the food and drink community.
Same, I actually do too. So hashtag just saying. I mean, if someone were to maybe say, I don't know, say the collab that I watched today with food and drink streamers was wonderful. Can you make it easier for people like Chef John Leung to put, and Kanara and Dana's Kitchen to put things like these together? That'd be absolutely great. Thanks a lot. Okay, thanks. Bye. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that would be super helpful. But hashtag just saying, because at the end of the day, I feel like having that support from Twitch headquarters would really help us as well too, right? Because again, not a lot. A lot of us are not tech savvy, right? So we do try our best. So having that support and maybe say getting more exposure might actually mean that all of us will get people who would be able more tech savvy and be able to who make our streams a little bit better. So that's that, and having that support would hopefully bring us that support as well too. So again, Guy Fong, if you do want to, if you haven't done so already, in my chat, in Chef John Leung's chat, !voice in the chat, or I think Kanaro can also just cut and copy that and just paste it onto everyone's chat as well too here. So, no, Kanara, I do not like that shirt. Okay, yes, Dana made it very clear during rehearsals what that shirt said. Okay, I mean, you know what I mean, right? But I'm not gonna make a big deal out of it. Anyway.
I don't know if you can read the second and third line on there, but it says, because at least one person you know hates this word.
No one read it!
So whatever you do, because it annoys John, don't type the word moist into chat. Don't do it. Just don't. He'll just go crazy.
Not that. Drink more, cook less. Not that word. Don't put that word in there.
Yeah,
nobody put it in.
Definitely don't.
Next collab. There we go. See what you just did, Dana. See what you just did. Now I just made a mental note for myself now. Mental note.
I mean, I told them not to, John. I don't know what else to tell you.
I mean,
let me read chat here. What are they saying?
Go ahead.
Oh my goodness.
I can't even right now, okay? I can't even anymore, okay? Well, me and Kanara, I mean, I do try to give myself a little mental break from that M word, but clearly it's not working anymore. So I don't know anymore. So there you go. So I give up. I told you, I give up. Anyway, so all right. Anyway, again. All right, so again, I know we are coming up to the 4:00 hour here. I do want to say once again, thank you so much to everyone who participated today. Thank you so much for taking part on today's collab. So thank you so much for that. I do want to go around the table one more time to let everyone, for those of you who are, to introduce yourself again. To people who may not be familiar with you, and make sure, of course, you did tell us when you're on, so that's also super important. And yes, folks, as they do that, please also give these wonderful people a follows. While we do that, though, if I can also get a potential target in our chat for who we want to raid, that would be also great as well too here. So, and then I'm hoping we can, all 5 of us, we can send a one. Hold on. Actually, wait. Hold on. If I raid out, does that send everyone there, or is it, or do we all have to send?
No
a raid
more
out there?
nails. Welcome to the tea house.
That's a good question.
I think we should just try to do it all to the same one.
Yeah, let's all go to the same
Well,
one.
Yeah,
what
that's
happens
my
if we
plan,
do?
so,
Maybe John starts first, and then if it happens, then it happens, and then we'll just all follow
Okay,
them
perfect.
and do the same.
Again, this is one of those things I'm not familiar with, so that's why it's what to here. So Andy, don't you start! Andy, don't you start! Seriously, don't you start that one! Don't you do it! I'm watching you. I'm watching you. You know that. Anyway, you and Kenara and Rexus and everyone. So, anyway, who wants to start? Who wants to just introduce themselves again and tell us when you're when you're live on again? So whoever wants to go first, go ahead.
I'll go.
Dana, go ahead.
Mean, it's fine. Yeah, I'll go. So Dana, home chef up in North Texas. You'll see a lot of Mexican food for the rest of the month. We stream on Sundays and Thursdays at 5 p.m. Central most of the time, and occasionally have some special streams in between those things. So that's us over here. And you'll get to see Robbie, Randy, Ricky, Roy more. And if you don't like any of those names, just make up your own. It's fine. That's what everybody else does.
Schraube.
Just don't call him Mud. I think you'll be fine.
Whatever.
Okay. Robbie's new name is now Mud. Okay. So, Robbie, don't kill me.
Hey, Jane.
Don't
Jane,
kill me,
go ahead
Rob.
next.
Dana said it was okay. So
Pure
there you
cynical.
go.
Welcome to the tea house.
Okay. Who wants to go next? Who wants to go next here?
Jane, go ahead.
So hi again.
Hi.
I'm Jane. This is my kitchen. I am on Tuesdays and Thursdays, roughly around 6 or 7 o'clock p.m. I also do study streams, which are usually in the afternoon at some time. Follow me so you will get my notifications. Make sure you hit that notification bell. And we can chill together, get work done, study if you need to. It'll be a beautiful thing. And then you get to watch me make stuff like this. So, yes, follow me. Let's do the thing.
Awesome. Thank you. Hippie or Walter? Who wants to go next?
Walter, go ahead, sir.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm Walter Mellon. Thanks everybody for coming to this wonderful collab stream, and thank you again, John, for putting this together. It was really fun. So I normally stream actually around this time. I'm normally 12 p.m. on Sundays streamer, 12 p.m. Pacific time. So this collab stream actually started exactly when I would normally stream. So yeah, that's usually when I do. Sometimes I'll do surprise streams otherwise here and there, but that's usually my regular time. So
Awesome.
thanks for...
No worries. I'm just responding to some messages here, so I'll sort it out a little bit later. Hippie, what about you? Tell us a little bit. Tell us when you're on and some of the things that people will need to know about you.
Okay. I like the word moist. Just put that out there. Hippie Wayfair. And we stream Sundays. Actually started 3 p.m. Eastern. Also Wednesday nights, 6:30 Eastern. We do a lot of old cooking, from scratch cooking. Without corn or onion, we try to avoid those for dietary reasons. So revisiting old recipes, chill stream, backseat friendly. So I always like to learn from you guys. So come on by when you can.
And Hippie loves ginger, by the way. So yes. So type lots of ginger. Type lots of ginger in Hippie's chat. So hey, two can play at this game too. Okay, 2, 3, 4, and 5 can play at this game. So
moist ginger.
And I'm going to throw in something else. Thank you, Hippie, for reminding me. A lot of my food tends to be diabetic friendly because I'm a diabetic. So if you want to tune in for some soul cooking from around the world that happens to be diabetic friendly, y'all know where to find me.
Absolutely. Thank you. All right. And so I guess it's just me now. Folks, again, welcome. Thank you again for being here. My name is John Leon, formerly a MasterChef Canada / not Top Chef, Fire Masters competitor, been on TV, now here on Twitch 3 times a week, Sundays and Tuesdays. Thursdays is usually we're live, usually with my mom, also known as Auntie. This week I'm starting to get into some game streams. We are doing the end of Carmen Sandiego. We're going to be playing the last of our Carmen Sandiego campaign. We'll be doing that on Friday. So again, things are still changing, but usually we're on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. If you like what you see, we do a lot of Asian world cooking, a lot of IRLs. If you like what you see, please, of course, smash that follow button, turn on notifications. Not just for me, but for every one of these amazing food and drink streamers. Please, please, please. I'm hoping I do have a five-year celebration coming up next week. Week after will be my birthday, and then I'm hoping next month we will have another. We'll be back here again on a lovely Sunday afternoon, and we'll be making another. We'll be doing another theme. So we'll be having a whole bunch of other friends, and we'll be doing another theme. Right now I'm looking at the theme of Carmen Sandiego, but I'm not totally sure just yet. But stay tuned. But again, thank you for your company this evening. So thank you so much. Let me see here. Kanara, thank you so much for saying that. Everyone for saying that. Thank you so much. Craw, Donata, Andy, everyone, Baker, thank you so much for that. Did chat come to an agreement? I think I heard last I looked at the chat, I think we were looking at Becca with flour, right? I think are we good with
That
Becca?
is what I think.
I think we're good
That
with
is
Becca.
That's what I got.
Okay, so Guy Fong, we're gonna go. So Guy Fong, we're gonna raid Becca with flour. So BEKAHWITHFLOUR. I'm just gonna go quickly grab all of our raid calls here. So use whatever raid call you get. I mean, my raid call's in, so you want to do that. If you want to do other, so Jane has her raid call. Dana probably has a raid call. Walter has his, and Hippie will have theirs. So just to either one. Yes, everyone, thank you so much. I hope we will see you all in our chats again in the very near future. Thank you so much for your company today. I will probably start the raid with. I will be starting the raid to Becca with flour. I think everyone else will also need to do that too. So just make sure you. So make sure you
Just
join us.
Curious, how do you spell her name?
How
How do you spell her name?
So BEKAHWITHFLOUR. I think it's one word, right? Or is there any?
Yeah.
I think
One
it's
word.
one word.
Is there any?
One word.
There's no underscores or anything before that, though, right?
Nope.
Okay.
Becca is capitalized,
Okay,
Nick is capitalized, and
Okay, I
flower
got it
is
going.
capitalized.
Okay, but you don't do that on a raid call. Everything has to be lowercase in a raid call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Also, real quick, the total amount of my dish. I failed the challenge. It came out to be $22. So that's
You know what?
Hey, that's close.
Close enough. You know, hey, close enough. Just say it's.
getting rid of one of these dishes that I made. So.
Just say you were calculating by British pounds or something, right? We'll get that to you here. So, all right, hold on, guys. Let me just go get the raid here. Becca with flour.
Uh-oh.
Thank you again
I did
for
it already,
everybody
so we're
for
going.
hanging out with us.
Thank
We
you,
love
everyone.
Thank you so much.
Yep,
everyone.
Yeah, thanks,
absolutely.
everyone.
All right, hold on. I'm just going to start the raid here. Let me go. That's good. All right, I've got the raid. I hope you all have got the raid too. Guy Fong, thank you again for so much for raiding today. And we'll be out in a few seconds here. So no matter which community you're in right now, we're all going to be going to Becca with flowers in just about a few seconds here. So again, to everyone on the panel, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks for putting this together.
Thank you, John.
Thank you. And I hope we will have another time next month, and we'll do this all again.
Absolutely, I'm down. Let's see
If
what
I'm
happens.
not in Italy.
Yes. If you're not
If
in
you're
Italy.
not in Italy.
Exactly. Right? Enjoy Italy, though. Please enjoy Italy before you think about us. So that's a big thing.
Okay.
All right. Anyway,
Right?
So, I think how are we looking here right now? I think are we almost there? I think.
You're almost there.
All right. So there you go. All right. So shall we count it down from 10?
Sure, let's do it.
10, 9,
9,
8,
8,
7,
7,
6,
6,
5,
5,
4,
4,
3,
3,
2,
2,
1.
1.
Have a good night,